Good morning. Welcome, my friends, to the Bob and Tom Show. Pat Godwin's in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
He looks good.
Look at that, huh?
We have some behind-the-scenes things going on, Ace.
Pat looks all fuzzy. You've never looked better.
They should keep it like that.
Isn't that
Looks
the
like a
rumor?
Japanese porn.
Yeah.
Isn't it the rumor that Doris Day had like cheesecloth over the lens or Vaseline
Yeah.
to make her soft?
No, she would coat her body in Vaseline every night.
No, that's not true.
Famously, yes.
Didn't Frank Langella bang her, right?
I don't know what
Frank
Mr. Langella
I'm pretty
did or banged.
Hey, there's Kristi Lee. She's been banging.
Chick.
There's Josh Arnold. He's had sex. There's Ace Cosby. As far as you guys know, he's had sex.
Tom, we don't know.
Tom has never had sex.
Ace has had pizza. Tell you what.
Sweet baby Jesus.
As you know,
There we go.
Ace is eating nothing but pizza in the month of March. We'll find out what the latest pizza is
We
for
only have
Ace.
10 more days.
Still enjoying it, are you, Ace?
Oh, yeah.
Very good. He likes it. Now, we opened up a little tribute to Dick Vitale. And, of course, NCAA men's college basketball. Quite the weekend.
0 brackets were correct, I think. Was it Saturday morning or maybe it was Friday afternoon before Purdue lost? There were no brackets that were perfect.
I read that
0.
in the history of keeping track of this sort of thing, no one has ever gotten a bracket better than just getting the Sweet 16. One guy did that several years ago.
Really?
That's it.
Man.
In terms of those that are filed and legitimately visible.
Well, Purdue lost to Fairleigh Dickinson, and Kansas, the other number 1 seed, lost to Arkansas. So you got Houston, and Alabama, the last 2 number 1 seeds in the men's college basketball tournament.
Yeah, well, you heard about this. Very, very exciting. More games last evening. Sometimes hard to find.
Coming into
True TV.
Oh, you mean on TV? Yeah.
Coming up with the Sweet 16, they're either on CBS or TBS. T is in Tata. BS.
Okay, so they've gotten rid of True TV and TNT for the...
True TV and TNT are not broadcasting games coming up this weekend. But
Yeah, I was trying to watch a game on Friday, and I'm not living in my own house, as you know.
I haven't heard.
I can't imagine the hell you went through.
So I finally found True TV, and it turned out I had a 6-minute preview sample.
Oh, they don't pay for that one, huh?
Yeah, so then you've got to sign up for whatever, a 6-year.
It's on a different
Yeah.
cable
I
subscription.
saw Tom in the wild twice on Saturday.
No way.
Yep, twice. Weird.
On purpose?
No.
There's nothing more exciting.
Out in the street, I saw, who's this crazy guy with the 2 dogs? Tom. Snowstorm by my son's school.
Yeah, it's a snowstorm. It's still dark outside. I'm walking two of the 3 dogs.
It was snowing like crazy.
Someone goes by, honk, honk. Who the hell's up here?
What the hell were you doing up there?
Taking my son to a choir competition.
Oh.
Oh, really?
In any event, so I got to watch part of the game, and then that was it.
6 minutes.
Yeah. So thanks for going to the time and trouble to put it on a network that I don't have.
You know, when they get home and you go to your new house, you should put your hand on his shoulder and go, Dad, I'm sure things are going to pick up for you. You'll be able to afford True TV here sometime soon.
Yeah.
Well, it's so confusing now. I mean, you turn on their TV and
it's easier. Because the networks and all the streaming services ideally want it to be confusing.
They don't want you to watch.
It's not operator error. It's the networks being hidden.
On DirecTV, TBS, TNT, and True TV are all in a row. So,
yeah. Well, all I know is on this, you turn this TV on and you have just an array of logos. And every time you click on one, you have to buy it. By the time you buy them all, you could own your own cable system.
So what you're...
yeah, I wonder what system they have over there.
Who knows?
Is it not... It's not Spectrum, or it's not a normal cable?
There are 100 logos on
That doesn't sound like cable.
No, it doesn't
When
sound
you have
like
cable, you just
No.
get those channels.
Right.
No, because it's also always buffering. Usually right after the setup to a joke. He'll be the setup to a joke, and then all of a sudden it goes buffering, and then you come back and you've missed the punchline.
That cannot possibly. Well,
That's not the way mine works.
You know what? Hey, that's a shame, Tom.
yeah, it is.
I hope they fix that.
It's really like when you first moved in there and you said, "Did you know NBC has a live feed at 6:15 in the evening Eastern time?" And I go, "Really? You don't think that was a recorded newscast? You just happened to click on it?" No, it was live.
Sorry. It would be nice if these timestamp some of this stuff. I don't know. I'm sorry. Well, in any event, so I didn't get to see much of it.
You are really something. And
Well,
don't
you're not
you
a big
change.
basketball fan anyway. Are you?
I was going back and forth with people on texting to find out what was going on.
Okay.
Thank God I was out of that text.
And I would have played it on the radio, but for some reason a radio won't work in that house.
Huh.
Okay.
That's an odd...
Well, isn't this house a wonder of nature?
it sure is.
So-
Defies all.
Is there a
I don't know if it's coated in lead
I
or
was going to
what.
say, is there some kind of magnetic field
don't know.
protector?
I think
Radios don't work.
I think it speaks to your magnificent mental health, and that it's not you being able to tune in the radio or the TV.
It's the cable and the radio.
It's the house.
The radio. That's impossible.
Man,
I will take. I'll tell you what. Do you have
To be-
$1,000
to
in
be
cash?
that
I'll take you over there and prove it to you.
I don't have 1,000
I
in
know
cash,
the
but I
corner
can
you're
get
on.
it.
That's fine.
I drove to my storage unit and got one of my radios so I could try this. I put an. I've got an antenna. I've got an indoor antenna hanging from the ceiling. I'm trying to pin it up there, and I'm going. Why can't I get any reception? And God,
Can't be left alone there.
there are radio stations on your Wi-Fi network. Oh, but that was buffering, though, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I forgot.
Don't they have like one of those sweet little Alexas in the house?
Alexa and I aren't speaking.
Well, she would have been able to find your radio station.
All she can find apparently is Taylor Swift, judging by my little girls.
All you have to do is go play da-da-da-da-da, and it'll...
Okay, well, I'm sorry. Let's just move forward here. I'll be in my own house in a month. I hope to God that, or I'll be at the local cemetery. It'll be a murder-suicide. The builder goes first, then I'm taking myself out.
It'll just be more of the same, only a different location. This isn't. None of these are new
Okay, well,
crises for
now,
you.
what do we have in sports coming up?
We're going to talk about the NCAA tournament. Let's talk about it. We're going to talk about the World Baseball Championships. And if I'm a Houston Astros fan, I say, hey, no more of my players go and participate in the World Baseball Championship. My favorite sports name, Jose Altuve, broke his thumb. Somebody.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, hit him in the ass.
Whoa.
Hey!
Well, last week, didn't a guy blow his knee out, jumping up and down, celebrating?
Up and down. Yeah, there was Timmy Trumpet, the Diaz, the guy for the Mets.
Well, we've got a whole bunch of stuff coming up. Willie will be here a little bit later on. He had a gig last night. And,
We did.
Yeah, and then he's got a whole bunch of stuff. He's going to be in Chicago this week. Then he'll be headlining in Dubuque. Coming up this weekend.
Home of the Ham.
He'll be at the Comedy Bar. And while I'm at it, Patty G
Oh, God, again.
is going to be... what's wrong?
Nothing.
He's got a gig coming up along with Josh and Kostaki
Oh, gee. Wow. That is a triple-headed monster there.
at the Dow Event Center in Saginaw, Michigan, Friday, March 31st.
Okay.
That'll be great. And then Pat's going to be celebrating the anniversary of Mason City Limits in Mason City, Illinois, Saturday, April 1st.
Yeah, 15 years for them.
Which is great. Some great live comedy. We've got a whole bunch of stuff coming up, including comedians Greg Warren and Reno Collier. Certainly looking forward to seeing the boys. Also in the news, a couple of weird animal stories this morning. Do you know what a nutria is?
Yeah, it's kind of like a big rodent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like something you're supposed you put in a power shake.
Yes, it does. Supplement.
They make cheap hats out of it every now and then.
It's like a weird rat. Also, we have a really odd story about a sloth. Did you see this thing?
I did. I saw a sloth over the weekend.
Did you get bitten like this
I did
poor little
not.
girl did?
I
Okay.
saw a sloth over the weekend.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Slow dancing.
Is that the only thing that happened this weekend?
Yeah, we went to a really nice fundraiser for
Is that right?
our local zoo. There was a sloth and a tortoise and And a aardvark. You ever seen an aardvark in a
nothing
park?
else happened
I
this
heard something
weekend,
went
huh?
wrong with the Pet the Hungry Tiger exhibit.
It's a shame.
You know, every year they seem to have trouble with that.
Right now, let's talk about changing
hell?
things up. Today is, am I correct in saying today is the
First day of spring?
vernal equinox?
Yes.
5:30.
Know what I mean, Vernal?
I'm smelling a great song coming up.
5:20.
The vernal equinox.
No,
So
we can pass on
let's
that.
change things up. Have you gotten that phone call from your taste buds going, hello, we're tired of the places you're eating. We're tired of
Okay.
the food you're cooking. It's time for something new.
The taste buds sound like the
The mattress.
the mattress salesman.
Yeah, the
with bad
mattress
breath.
salesman. You don't want that to be the same.
It's not the same guy, is it?
No.
Yes, it is.
Is it got garlic breath? All right. Fair enough.
Let's see. What am I talking about? Oh, HelloFresh. They want you to start getting some great food and changing things up a little bit. So they're making one of their best offers ever. 60% off plus free shipping. I'll give you some details on that in just a second. They've got their new Dietitian Win recipes. Each under 700 calories, made with less sodium. You can power up with protein smart options like one-pot pork and black bean chili or creamy Dijon dill chicken. I'm getting hungry right now, even though it's early. By the way, each of those have 30 grams or more of protein. HelloFresh is shaking things up, by the way. Every week, more than 40 recipes. And it's not just the recipes. They go out and do the shopping. Then they do the measuring. You put the thing together so you've got fresh, restaurant-quality food. You will clean your plate, so will your kids. It's fun to put together, of course, too. You'll become a better cook. And it's great for date night, Josh. You and your sweetie throwing together some great food. Or for maybe
people
getting
who
together
date
with the
out
kids. The cost of groceries is going up, so it's time that you got down on this offer. Sign up today. 60% off and free shipping if you use the code BTShow60. That's HelloFresh.com/BTShow60. Once again, like Bob Tom Show, BTShow60 at HelloFresh.com/BTShow60. Coming up, we've got men's college basketball. And by the way, I'd like to urge our fellow broadcasters, when you talk about these tournaments, please specify before you say the teams if it's the men or the women's tournament. That can be
Confusing to some?
yeah.
The world's a
Gee, I
scary
wonder-
place, isn't it, Tom?
It's really a confusing place, isn't
Yes,
it?
it is.
Between cable and radio and people talking at you, it's all
Sexes, man, oh man.
confusing.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about, and you know who I'm talking to.
No,
I'm
it's all
talking to
very
you,
clear.
Wally Psychow. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
How you doing? Hope you're having a great Monday morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Mark Allison. Got a great show for you coming up today. It is Monday, March the 20th. Comedian Greg Warren on the way with another edition of The Warren Report. Also, Reno Collier going to be joining us with his country fried take. He's been on fire lately. I expect it to continue today. You can find out about both gentlemen by going to their websites, GregWarrenComedy.com, pretty easy to remember, RenoCollierComedy.com, also pretty easy to remember. Two great comedians on a Monday, and you, of course, Chick McGee with the complete coverage of the NCAA basketball tournament. March Madness rolls on, lots of upsets. We're down to the Sweet 16. Hey, how's your bracket? Well, don't worry, we can give you a Yeti cooler and some other fun excitement like a Bob and Tom Show Pop-A-Shot game. Just go to bobandtom.com/contest to sign up, and it'll take away the sadness of your brackets. That's right, a Yeti cooler and a Pop-A-Shot game, all for you if you win. bobandtom.com/contest for all the details. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed on this Monday morning. Shares of Credit Suisse down 63% in early trading on the Swiss Stock Exchange after the announcement that banking giant UBS would be buying its troubled rival for almost $3.25 billion. The deal orchestrated by regulators to stave off further market-shaking turmoil in the global banking system. Meanwhile, UBS shares down 14% in early trading. Swiss authorities urging UBS to take over its smaller rival after a plan for Credit Suisse to borrow up to 50 billion francs or $54 billion failed to reassure investors and the bank's customers. Shares of Credit Suisse and other banks plunged after the failure of two banks in the United States. A host of comedic and entertainment royalty gathered Sunday night at Washington's Kennedy Center as Adam Sandler received the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor. For his part, Sandler placed his hand on the award, a bronze bust of Mark Twain, and speculated that it might one day be the weapon used to bludgeon me in my sleep. Sandler thanked his parents and siblings for what he called that weird irrational confidence thing that I guess I still have. At 56 years old, he first came to national attention on TV's Saturday Night Live. One of Sandler's SNL colleagues, Dana Carvey, remarked before the ceremony, "Who has lasted this long and stayed this beloved?" Adam Sandler, congratulations. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
Are you a computer geek?
No. I didn't grow up with computers. That's why children have the advantage. They slip out the womb. They're born with a password.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you look at the ultrasound, you see the sex of the child whose internet provider is going to be.
So you're an email guy then?
Oh, no. Well, I check my email. I never get real emails. They're all junk. I got a junk box, and the junk box is like, look, we don't even have time to sort out this stuff. And it's all burn DVDs, lose weight, consolidate debt, and then be like young teen sluts, whores, triple X. Thousands of it. And then I got a weird one in the middle that says, do you need a birdhouse? And I actually got that. And I'm like, who's the birdhouse guy? And then every day I get this email. Jim, do you want to enlarge your penis?
Yep.
And how did I get on the small Willy email list? That is the real
thing. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I've got a couple thoughts on this.
Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Josh, you were talking about your old days, and used to be you go to the grocery store, and for $20 you can walk out of there with groceries for a month. Can't do it now. Too many cameras.
He's right. Far too many cameras.
Wow, that was right on point, too.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
You know, when Esther and I had a big family, we hardly had any time for ourselves, you know. If I could ever just get through the newspaper one time without the kids interrupting, it was a miracle. They always wanted to go somewhere and do something. Well, of course, they're all grown up now, and Esther's dead. I just wish they'd call, just every now and then, just pick up the phone and say, hi, Granddad. How are you? And, well, they never call anymore. In fact, they never come by. I'd just like to see my little daughter, Lucy. Sometimes she just brings her kids over. And Tommy, my son, he never comes over. Heck, I'm just sitting here all alone, waiting for the phone to ring. The mail never comes. I never get any mail. Nobody ever calls me. It's just a terrible thing. That's the way it is, I guess. I'll just keep watching these old soap operas and hope that things get better.
The telephone. When it rings, answer it.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hey, chick.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Hey, there's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie taking a personal day. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Willie's going to join us a little bit later on.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee.
This happened off the air just now. Kristi comes in and goes, Tom.
I'll recreate this for you.
Go right ahead.
Hey, Tom, did you happen to be doing anything in the kitchen and, use the sink?
No, I did not. Why do you ask?
Because it was running and nobody was in there.
Not that I recall.
Not that I'm judging, but
Watch
that
this.
seems like something you would do.
Watch this. Hey, Pat, were you in the sink?
I think I might have been.
Well, at least you didn't lie. We're making progress.
Just left it on.
He leaves the sink in the bathroom on.
I flooded it once.
I sometimes get distracted. I was in my house.
No.
Not where I live, where I'm not living now, but my old house, and I put the stopper in, and I was going to soak some stuff. So I turned the water on. Then I got sidetracked. I was out making beds and stuff, and came back, and there was a quarter inch of water on the floor.
He's shaking his head.
and so then I had to get the mop and scrub the whole.
Sure.
Kelly came back. She goes, "God, the floors are so clean." Yeah.
You're welcome, babe.
I did a little. I did like 40 towels, every towel soaking up the all day laundry. That'll happen.
Yeah.
But, you got to remember that. So I don't know. That was
you got to remember that you plugged up the sink.
Yeah, a friend of mine just bought his first house, and I made a little checklist of what home ownership things you have to know about.
You made the checklist. What is that?
And gifted
worth?
This.
Yeah. What is that worth?
I mean, important.
Nothing.
No, it's. I mean, smoke. He didn't know about.
First of all, you have to find out what cable system they're on.
That was one of the things on the list.
If your home is wrapped in lead, you can't get any radio station.
I know. I had things.
What was on your list? I'm interested.
Do you know where are the water shutoffs? Where's the main water shutoff?
That is important.
Smoke alarms, carbon monoxide detector.
That is important. If you have gas.
He didn't know if he had gas or electric, anything. He'd already bought the house.
He didn't know if it was gas or electric?
No.
Pat, you want to take this one?
Yeah, that was me.
No, this was another guy.
Different. No.
Yeah, just all that stuff you have to check. And the inspector was coming over. I told him you got to watch out for this and that.
I must know who this is.
Do you purposely...
He's my physical therapist.
Do you purposely surround yourself with idiots?
Yeah, you feel
like you're
not an idiot.
Smarter?
He's a
sounds like an idiot to me.
In the medical field.
Yeah, he's almost a doctor. Yeah,
no,
I'm almost a doctor. Josh is almost a doctor.
You've owned a house for how long, Josh?
I don't know, going on 5 years?
Yeah, so you've learned, haven't you?
Yeah, but a lot of that stuff I knew. So when you first, I asked
common
that stuff.
sense kind of guy, yeah.
Right. But no, you do learn different things.
Would have been very valuable if I'd handed you that list.
Did you?
No, see, this is the thing.
It's 3 pages.
I did just
fine. Wait. Did you hear him? It's 3 pages.
He thinks this is valuable to people.
So did you save that file so you can print it for friends?
Oh, my God.
Again, chick, the confidence.
Yes.
Wouldn't you like an ounce of it?
Oh, just an itty-bitty bit of it. Good Lord.
Having lived through...
Someone who's so lost.
Several floods.
Yeah, me too.
Well, here's what you did wrong. Oh, really? What's all the screaming and yelling where you are? Oh, never mind.
How to open the flue before you start a fire. Just simple things.
Now that's important.
And the simple mistakes that we've all made. Well, we got to the new house and it was a cool night, so we had a nice fire. But after 30 seconds, the house filled with smoke and the fire department came. I'm not saying that happened to me, but it might have.
I have never left the flue shut. And I have fires all the time.
Stick makes a good fire. Yeah.
Do you close it in between fires, or do you just
Nope, I leave it open all the time.
My house is freezing, but still.
That's right.
A very slender burglar can get in.
It's lousy with raccoons.
A very slender burglar.
Yes, it's the thinnest
burglar.
It's Slender Man.
Now, as we know, Ace is eating nothing but pizza in the month of March.
Oh, yeah, let's revisit that.
And Mr. Godwin has been writing a song for every day that Ace is eating pizza.
Have you repeated any of the pizzas yet?
No.
Wow.
I guess I did.
Well, but the way you guys are letting me eat pizza, of course he hasn't repeated any of them.
I got the email Friday. Chili cheese dog pizza. Excellent.
Oh.
Chili cheese dog pizza.
That sounds terrific.
Is that, you buy that at a store?
No.
You had to make it at home?
Ground turkey, manwich sauce.
Oh, can't go wrong with that, yeah.
Some Cracker Barrel cheddar cheese on there.
Oh, very good.
Jalapeno.
That'd be a stoner's delight.
Yeah.
That sounds good, Ace. Very good. But now, Mr. Godwin?
This involves Dean, so I think it's next break.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
A little distracted in here. Distracted by you, too, last break.
Sink's running. You got
Sink's running. You texted me. I got the new pizza song.
Oh, you can understand.
Right there. Just right in front of me just popped
I
up.
talked to you about the Dean situation earlier. And I'm distracted by you all the time on your microphone.
Now you're blaming Dean?
Yeah, you blame everybody.
Well,
do you have a song then?
Just play something.
About Tom distracting us? Yes, I do.
Oh.
There's a noise in the back. Is it Tom's microphone jack? No, everybody knows this is sugar packs. Well, it's for his coffee and it sounds real lame. It's not real sugar, it's aspartame. That's not the reason why we're on the attack. It's just sugar packs. Those sugar packs.
Thank you, my friends at Equal.
By the way, did you hear how I some mornings save the show with my sugar packet shaking? I add to the show.
By the way, Equal's not nearly as popular anymore now. You got to use Equity. That's the more popular.
Yeah, they don't even have it at Starbucks anymore. I don't know what happened.
Now I guarantee they go with Equity.
Now we technically are in the middle of a sportscast, which is a term I use loosely.
We haven't even started sports.
We started with Dick Vitale, our tribute to Dickie V. And Dick's doing great, cancer-free. It's great to hear that.
It's time to, take a chair, Dick, and get off my TV. Isn't it about time?
Oh, God.
Huh?
Many would say that about you or me.
Well, there we go. That'd be fine, too.
I love Dick.
You love Dick.
I love Dick. Yeah, say it.
Isolate that.
Dick Vitale. I know, here it comes. Press the button. Tom loves Dick. Slurp, 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 slurp.
Can't slurp enough.
I need to save the show.
Josh,
me?
would you like my new homeowner checklist?
I'm good, man, but thank you very much.
Well, Kristi will be.
I appreciate you caring.
How many houses have you owned, Kristi?
Oh, boy. By myself or together?
Well, I don't want to get too complicated, but I mean...
Probably 5 or 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
And every one of them you've had something.
Oh, gosh, yes. We've had flooding a lot. I've had 3 of them.
I've had squirrels. I've had a fire. I've had 3 floods. I've been through all this.
I haven't had a fire.
I've had an electrical fire.
I haven't had that.
You throw water on those, right?
No.
Oh, maybe I do need a little.
I had a massive carbon monoxide leak that almost took me out. So a lot of stuff going on.
I don't have any carbon monoxide. You'll smell it.
No, you won't. It's odorless, you moron.
What's that?
And it's also, you don't have you're all electric.
Yes. So you don't have to worry about it.
Hear how he jumped on you? Like, he doesn't think you're kidding.
No, he didn't.
Oh, you can smell carbon
People need to be made aware.
That's right. People are absolutely stupid.
Talk to a fireman who's had to enter a house with a bunch of dead people in it.
I'd rather not.
I bet a few of them have, yeah. That's a rough...
this update from Tom.
I love Peter.
Okay, yeah, we got I love Peter.
I like to drink some dick.
That's interesting. And
I love Peter's.
Not more than I do.
Where are these coming from?
I don't remember that.
Where'd you get that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I love Peter's.
Not more than I do.
Okay, I'm better. All right.
All right.
We've had enough.
Disgusting.
No.
You're disgusting.
What else is happening in sports?
Let's see. Here we go with the Sweet 16 coming up Thursday, 6:30 Eastern, Michigan State and Kansas State. Then 7:15 Arkansas and UConn. Then the other 2 games that evening and Thursday night, FAU and Tennessee, and then followed by Gonzaga and UCLA. Then Friday, San Diego State and Alabama at 6:30 Eastern and 7:15 Miami and Houston. And then Princeton and Creighton, half hour after that first game. And then Xavier and Texas.
The Tigers versus the Barrels.
That's right.
Yeah, Creighton Barrels. Mm-hmm. Well, let's see. No, we got the Xavier. We got the Xavier Musketeers, Texas Longhorns, Princeton Tigers, Creighton Blue Jays, actually, Tom.
Oh, Barrels is funny.
Don't be silly. Miami Hurricanes, Houston Cougars, San Diego State Aztecs, Alabama Crimson Tide, Gonzaga Bulldogs, UCLA Bruins, Florida Atlantic Owls. I think they are the Owls. Tennessee Volunteers, Arkansas Razorbacks, UConn Huskies, Sparty, Michigan State, and then Kansas State, the Wildcats.
Crimson Tide, what a great name.
Yeah, Steely Dan wrote a song about it.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, they made a submarine movie about that theme,
yeah.
Roll Tide.
Now, we also have a little competition going on in the building. We'll have to find out who's winning here, but I hope you're doing well in your bracket at your office or place of work, at the shop, whatever it might be.
I don't think I have a team left. I don't.
Well, what else is going on over there?
I think I have Houston. So
Oh, you do?
Yes. Yeah. Cool. Let's see. Last night, Miami Hurricanes beat Indiana 85-69 in Albany. Isaiah Wong.
Isaiah White?
No, there was only one of them.
Oh, so 2 Wongs don't make a...
No, three lefts make a right.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Isaiah Wong ahead of the second half spurt.
I love Peter.
And beating Indiana. Tyson Walker, 23 points. Number 7 seed Michigan State beat number 2 seed Marquette, 69-60. On the ladies' side, Caitlin Clark, 22 points, 12 assists. Monica Chisano had a 20 to help Iowa beat Georgia, 74-66.
Hey, Zebra, you make sure Monica has a good game. Huh?
Angel Reese dismantled Michigan on both ends of the court, 25 points, 24 rebounds, 6 blocks. LSU defeated number 6 seed Michigan, 66-42. There's just a little taste of what's going on out there. And Houston Astros star Jose Altuve has a broken right thumb and needs surgery.
I'm sorry, who is this?
Jose Altuve.
Thank you. Love
that. He needs surgery. He got hurt in Venezuela's 9-7 quarterfinal loss to the United States. USA. At the World Baseball Classic down there in FLA. And that follows Edwin Diaz jumping up and down in celebration and tearing a knee ligament. During the celebration.
Oh.
He's going to be out for this coming season. Gosh. May be ready for the following season.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, it is.
Will he get paid?
Perhaps. I think he does have some sort of a guaranteed contract. Will he get paid?
Well, no, I mean, if I were paying a guy $50 million, I would go, look, you're only playing for me.
Well, here's the thing. Okay? He wanted to play in the World Baseball Classic. You need him to play for your team. He's not going to sign for your team. He'll sign with somebody else. If you don't let him play and pay him $50 million a minute, what do? You let him go, right? Mm-hmm. And just like that, you have the worst team in baseball. Way to go, general manager. All your fans hate you.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
I don't care.
Well, wouldn't you? Well, actually, that is kind of the attitude that some of the general managers have.
Sure
seems
like
big
it.
sack of I don't care. Joey Logano won the NASCAR event in Hampton, Georgia. He passed Brad Krzyzewski on the final lap.
Coach K, son.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Keselowski. I thought it was.
I'm watching you, Keselowski.
Got my eye on you. They do have insurance on Edwin Diaz, I'm being told, on his entire salary.
Oh, good. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a must nowadays.
Yeah, when you're making your homeowner's payment, remember, $100,000 a week is going to some baseball player.
It doesn't come out of your pocket.
It always does.
It always does.
I'm waiting for this bank thing. I'm waiting for the bill for that.
That's all I can do right now. I'll come back later.
Okay.
You're wearing me out.
Now, we have some cool stuff going on. Your bracket busted, Bunky.
Yeah.
Yeah, make fun of it.
What was the Bunky? What was the commercial that had that?
Is that what's troubling you, Bunky? Well, stand up and let the sun shine on your face, or something like that.
The point being, all is not lost. We have some cool stuff going on in which you could win yourself a Papa Shot. That's right. Perfect for your living room. Or maybe basement if you've got some buzzkill person that doesn't want a Papa Shot in the living room. Now, how do you win it? Well, you go to bobandtom.com/contest. And thank you to Orange Insoles, the sponsor, of course, of the orangeinsoles.com Chick McGee Sports Desk. And you've also got a shot at winning. Is it still right behind you? I can't see it.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yep.
In all its glory.
It is a...
I always have one eye on it, trust me.
It's a Yeti cooler. And those things are really good. You could put ice in that thing. There'll probably be ice in there still on Friday.
Are the beers cold, Yeti? Oh, they're cold.
Oh, that'll probably be their new ad campaign.
Well, I hope so.
They're still cold.
They can have it.
If you are ready to win a Yeti, once again, bobandtom.com/contest is the place to go. And if you were listening to this show, we first of all thank you for sticking around this morning.
Congratulations.
Thus far, certainly no reason to. You could find much more enlightening things elsewhere, but we appreciate your being here.
Just contact FEMA.
If you'd like to reach us, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. If you don't have the Bob and Tom app, app. What the hell's wrong with you? It's free. And it's very easy to reach us with that. Or just Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. We'll squeeze in some requests for you, et cetera, et cetera. Right now, this portion of the Bob and Tom Show features Chick McGee talking about those great Raycon earbuds.
Slow down, baby.
Yeah, we got a long
Holy
day.
hell.
The light just went on. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Oh, now.
That's not true. You just talk fast every now and then.
You know what's true?
What?
My urinary tract.
Well,
that's a lie, too.
I'm squeezing right now.
You know,
Mark, can you go pee for me?
Let me tell you about Raycon.
Thank you, Chick.
Raycon premium audio at the perfect price point. I told you people like 2 or 3 years ago how great Raycon earbuds were, and they've only gotten better, if that's possible. Everyday earbuds, low latency gaming headphones, a speaker with a battery that lasts all night long. At your next party, Raycon's got you covered, and Raycon start about half the price of other premium audio brands. And they have 3 customizable sound profiles, earbud tap functions, noise isolation, awareness mode. If you're ready to buy something small with a big impact on your life, go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. Buyraycon.com/Tom for 15% off your Raycon purchase.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming up, Kristi, you got a couple teasers for me?
Oh, yeah. Coming up, we never got to the story about Mount Everest, which I think is very interesting.
It fell down?
No, it did not fall down.
I misread something.
No.
Mount Everest? No, just shaking hands.
We had sloths in the news. We have a Nutria in the news. Is that what that thing is?
Nutria. Nutria-Rat.
Yeah, we have penguins in the news.
Great penguin stories, 2 of them.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
You'll be stunned.
And a pet rat.
It's all coming up.
That I won't be.
I bet you will. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
And you're strapping on a guitar. And now, what are you going to play your new one here?
No, I'll play a new one.
Okay.
I'm not like Haywood. I can't write a song about 2 minutes, but
no, but you had a really good one you played last time. I really liked. There we go. That's working.
Wayne had a wreck with a big old buzz. You couldn't tell what kind of car that was. He rolled it in a field where he turkey hunts. That's 4 total cars in the past 6 months. But Wayne must not have learned his lesson yet. He just stuck a handicap tag on a black Corvette. Who the hell puts a handicap tag on a black Corvette? Colostomy bag and the cast is still wet. A shattered left leg with his neck in a brace. Wayne's trying to get to heaven in a high-speed chase. He's squealing tires and won't turn around. Got on a damp diaper and a hospital gown. Doing 120 in black fiberglass. Got a nurse on call and a cop up his ass. On 14 prescriptions for a compacted desk. Wayne's doctor's worried and his wife is pissed. And the news chopper chasing him up in the air. Wayne could give a damn about Obamacare. And his Allstate agent's getting all upset. Who the hell puts a handicap tag on a black Corvette?
Amen.
Let's do the big Bruce Springsteen in it.
Gosh, Friday, March 31st. It's going to be a lot of fun. We hope to see you there. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7 on a Monday. Greg Warren and Reno Collier on the way.
Hi, everybody. Kristi Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. Global stock markets are lower after Swiss authorities arranged the takeover of troubled Credit Suisse amid fears of a global banking crisis ahead of a Federal Reserve meeting to decide on more possible interest rate hikes. Oil prices fell more than $2 per barrel. Swiss authorities announced UBS would acquire its smaller rival as regulators try to ease fears about banks following the collapse of two U.S. lenders. The U.S. State Department has issued a travel warning about dangerous counterfeit pills being sold at pharmacies in Mexico that often contain fentanyl. The travel alert posted Friday said you should exercise caution when purchasing medications in Mexico. Small pharmacies in tourist areas and border regions sometimes sell medications advertised as Oxycontin, Percocet, Xanax, and others without a prescription. The State Department warned that those pills are often counterfeit and may contain deadly doses of fentanyl. And mysterious streaks of light were seen in the sky in the Sacramento area Friday night, shocking St. Patrick's Day revelers, who then posted videos on social media of the surprising sight. Jonathan McDowell says he can solve that mystery. He's an astronomer at the Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics. McDowell said Saturday he's 99.9% confident the streaks of light were from burning space debris. And that's your news. I'm Kristi Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker. And the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then because you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, of course.
Hello. Bonjour. The perfect gift has arrived for the single man. The new cologne from the makers of Clintorius and Bonaire. Oh, no. France's most noted fashion designer, yours truly, Mr. Béchon of Paris, has developed an exciting and stimulating new scent for men.
Honey, come on. You've been in the bathroom for half an hour. What are you doing in there?
Just enjoying my masturbation.
Mr. Béchon, just slap a little on, repeatedly.
Oh, God. Thanks, I needed that.
When you use Mr. Béchon, she won't be able to keep her hands off of you. And neither will you.
Is that Mr. Béchon?
Yeah, I think that's the scientific name.
Mr. Béchon, why not jerk a bottle off your department store shelf today? Mr. Béchon, it's not a sin anymore.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you are listening to...
When you walk in, want to play Papa Shot?
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hello, chick.
In her lumberjack goes to
I should have forgot it was spring. I thought this was the 19th.
Lumberjack goes to an awards party.
Yeah.
We have a springtime tribute coming up in a matter of seconds.
Calm down.
I'll wear pink tomorrow.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
You can promo anything that comes out of my mouth, can't you? That was Pat Godwin.
Patty G coming up with a nice tribute to Ace's pizza eating.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
He's a pizza eating man. Oh, Josh, I'm sorry. Very handsome. Josh has got a nice new haircut.
And
his beard is starting to jut out.
Isn't he on the road the 31st?
And the 1st, yes.
Yeah, Josh is going to be in Saginaw with Kostaki Economopoulos and Pat Godwin coming up Friday, March 31st. And then Let's see. Also coming up Saturday, April 1st, he'll be at the Diamond Joe Casino in Dubuque. And speaking of Dubuque, Willie G, who'll be joining us a little bit later this morning. Willie G's at the Comedy Bar in Dubuque this weekend, Friday and Saturday, for a big headline gig. Go see him.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey. You know that Ace is only eating pizza this month? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
I had not heard anything about that.
Okay.
I'm Chick, and here's Tom.
Well, thank you very much. Chick McGee, of course, is astride that chair,
That's right.
which is in front of the orangeinsoles.com sports desk.
I've been coasting since 2012.
Oh, okay.
We hadn't noticed.
Well, that seems like a shot. Doesn't that sound like a shot? Really?
No.
Maybe there's something that Tom hasn't noticed.
I meant that as
maybe
a compliment.
Maybe
because you weren't coasting, you work hard in here. See, you took it the other way.
Oh, don't let her gaslight you.
No.
So that's what gaslighting is.
Yes.
It's stuff your boyfriend tells you.
Yeah?
That's gaslighting. Yeah.
Okay.
Dear folks, let me get this straight. This is from Phil. People are listening to radios pretty much anywhere you can imagine long before TV ever became a thing. Fast forward to 2023 and Tom can't listen to radio or watch TV in a house. I feel very sorry for him.
That's not exactly true. I'm not living in my own house
every day. Well, when you're not in your own house, of course you can't listen to radio.
And I was trying to find True TV on their system, and when I found it, it started playing, and after 6 minutes, it said, that's been a free sample. Now you got to buy it.
Well, they have to make payroll at True TV.
I understand that, but
they're not of charity.
I understand that.
You would begrudge True TV of a couple bucks.
I just don't want to have to sign up for 3 years to watch one basketball game.
And they love Gardner Minshew and wants to hear Gardner Minshew really.
Okay, we have an important actual real update here. We were talking about the fact that
this is a real update.
Yeah, no, this is important. I gave a friend of mine a checklist because he's a first-time homeowner.
Did he say this? Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
He was very appreciative.
Really?
Was he?
Yeah.
Really? You didn't sense any sort of sarcasm in his voice?
No.
I don't. I'd like to get him on the phone.
Should I show you a picture of the trash can where that thing's balled up?
Well, Josh, now you should pay attention here.
All right.
One of the things on my list was the importance of carbon monoxide detectors, and then I said, well, Josh, you're an all-electric house. But then this guy reminded me, which I actually had on my list and I forgot. If you have an attached garage or any living space above a garage, you want to have a carbon monoxide detector.
Yeah, or I just won't leave my car running.
Yeah.
Well, that's
one of the two.
Yeah, either way. Yeah.
If you Google this, a number of people have died in the last couple of years because some of these new cars are so quiet. They get home.
I won't have that problem.
They forget to turn them off.
Won't happen. But thank you.
Does your car still have a traditional key that you put in the ignition and turn?
By the way, I believe that's called survival of the fittest. If you die because you left your car running in the garage, we may not need you around.
I'm sure there's on you.
I'm sure there's some very innocent.
If you suffocate in a dry cleaner bag, that's on you.
There's some very innocent people who have died. This guy, thank you very much.
I don't believe it.
John, he goes, it's a very common misconception. He is correct. You should have a carbon monoxide detector in
Don't care, John. When I die of it, you can piss on my grave.
Whoa.
No, don't do that. It'll warp.
Kristi, I hate when you do that.
It'll warp.
I'm clearly joking, and you act like I'm serious.
No, Josh, I'm not going to piss in your grave. That'll warp the dance floor that we built.
And by the way, what's this guy's name? Josh?
John,
you should probably get a hold of me. I've got times handed out for people who come in to piss on Josh's grave. So we'd like you to
make a reservation.
Keep your appointment time.
I'm just saying, if you want to have a nice, safe house, make sure that you have a carbon monoxide detector, smoke detector, very important, all this stuff. But I gave my friend this list of things he needs. Like, do you know where the water shutoff is in your house?
Yeah.
Good. Very tasty.
Thank you. Yes.
Of course.
Okay. Well, you say of course.
You know where the fuse box is in the house you're living in right now?
Absolutely.
You do?
In fact, I was dicking with it over the weekend.
Ah, that a boy.
Blew a fuse, did you?
Pardon me?
Nothing can go wrong now. You're going to set that house on fire.
No, I'm not.
Is what you're going to do.
No, it's all digital. I was down in the basement with a flashlight.
I was down there. I couldn't find the flashlight, so I got this lantern torch. I had to fill it up with oil, and then apparently someone kicked it over.
Wait a minute. What's it being all digital have to do with the fuse box?
I don't know. It's not like the one.
You know, the electricity isn't digital. You know that,
remember
right?
the one at my mom's house. Remember that when you'd put a penny in there when the fuse would blow and they'd have those little screw-in fuses.
You're supposed to use bullets. We've had a few of those stories.
Oh yeah, kablam!
Yeah.
Okay, let's just move on now. If you'd like me to publish my list of things you need if you're buying a house.
Can you remember any of them other than the water shut off and fuse boxes? Can you maybe
you want to have
maybe help some people this morning?
Mm-hmm.
You want to have smoke detectors, heat detectors in certain places. You want to knowing where to turn the water off is real big.
What's a heat detector?
It's like a part of a fire system. So.
Actually, Simply Safe has a thermometer, a part of their system.
So it knows if, like, say, a room is way too hot, which indicates
right.
a
fire?
Yeah, so it would be like if I turn on my garage, if I look at my thermometer now in my garage, it's 56 degrees.
But if it were 104, you'd know,
It's 182. I know
there's also a thing.
Going on.
There's also a thing that if you have a sump pump, will call you up if you're taking on water in your basement. I've been sitting in this.
That's amazing.
I've been sitting in this chair and got a text message going, you're essentially saying your house is going to flood if you don't get over there.
I wonder what you did to cause that.
I didn't do anything to cause it.
I don't believe you.
No, the motor burned out on the sump pump.
Uh-huh.
I now have at that particular home, there is a dual sump pump. That's right.
Is that your old home?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, what about your new home? Do you have a dual sump pump in the home you're moving to?
I've got a whole bunch of them.
Oh, he's got one in the attic.
I like sump pumps so much, I have one in the attic and the driveway, you gigantic pussy. Now listen to me.
Why am I a pussy?
Because you're...
I don't want you giving advice to anybody anymore unless you start to get your life together.
What's the last bit of advice I gave you? What did I just tell you to do?
Listen to David
I listened to a certain podcast. What did you say to me in the parking lot?
Bob left. This was off the air, Tom. Nobody wants to hear how much I like you on the air. Jeez.
So please get a carbon monoxide detector if you have an attached garage. Very important.
Or don't. Fine. Roll
Again,
the dice.
Let me ask you this, Kristi.
Yes, sir.
Now, am I the only one here who has ever parked their car, forgot to turn it off, and gone to a football game?
Yep.
Come on, Pat, you must have done that.
Yeah, I've done that, yeah.
Did you forget your car's running?
He never went to the football game.
No, not a football game.
Just this weekend, I went out to get in my car, and I couldn't find it. Then I realized I wasn't in my car. I was in somebody else's.
Just this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You're going to get shot.
I thought you did that a year ago.
Wait a minute. There's some bitch trying to get in my car.
I went to get some Chinese.
Get away from there.
I went to get some Chinese food. I walk out there, walking around. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got Kelly's car, not mine.
Oh, my God.
Forgot about that.
Oh, what'd you have Chinese food? Tell me all about it.
Oh, it's good. It's a new place. Never been there before.
No,
is it by me? The one by me?
Is it DoorDash?
No, I didn't DoorDash. I went and picked it up myself. Lovely lady. She looked just like my aunt, except she was Asian.
Well, that's quite a joke there.
She looked exactly like my aunt, only she was black. So
she was very sweet.
I've seen Black Me before. Have you ever seen Black You?
I have not seen Black Me, but I have seen close to Black Me.
Yeah. And you go, oh my God,
Boy, that would be the shortest lived game show. Can you imagine?
Black like me.
We're going to bring out various ethnicities that sort of resemble you, and your host is the guy that's now the front man of Journey in a Steve Perry wig.
I was in a convenience store getting a soda pop, and the Black like me walked up to me and said, "Hey, I love your show." And then he goes, "People say I got a bad break."
Oh, yeah.
He liked my Gary Cooper impersonation, and then he said, "Is that your SUV out there?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Oh, that's cool." And he walked away. That was it.
Really?
Yeah. It was very exciting.
That's very good story.
Very exciting.
And I read an alternate ending to that. Then he zip tied my arms and took my car.
Oh, my gosh.
See, now
that's a better story.
No,
you've made it a thing. See? Now it's a thing.
So sorry.
God.
Time to move on.
Now
Is
we
that
have
sports?
to be in a meeting.
When we come back, we're going to have our tribute to the equinox, among many other things.
And I'm going to continue to shoot Tom.
Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Now, when you first got out of the Marines, didn't you have to
Didn't you have to be an usher like at your sister's wedding or something? What was that story?
Right, when you come out of boot, first of all, let me just say I was engaged once, and the girl kept the ring.
Oh, no.
That was 2 hours of salary gone. All right. No. When you come out of boot camp, you're ready for anything. I mean, you know what I mean? Outstanding. That's the attitude. Outstanding. That's the Marine Corps. When I came out of boot camp, my sister got married. She had me seat the people at her wedding. They'd come walking up to me in front of the church like, oh, you must be Patricia's brother. Sit down. Shut your pie hole. I don't want to be your friend. 200 people showed up. I put them all in the same row. Tighten it up. We don't have all day. We are totally uncomfortable. Outstanding. Shut your cake hole or pie. What do you eat, cake or pie?
Oh, my God. Comedian Greg Hunt.
Why can't we have single vows? How about some single vows?
Single vows?
I vow to be single?
How would that work?
Vows, do you promise to sit all by yourself in your quiet apartment with your frozen dinner and your stupid pet fish? Yeah! Never have a ride to or from the airport? Yeah! Sign me up! Parked in lot 88Z, schlepping your stuff.
But I want to clarify for Kristi, because I know Kristi's a big Catholic, and I grew up Catholic. I was an altar boy as a kid, and I think Jesus is a great role model, but I think he's kind of like the popular guy in high school where everyone says they're his friend, but he wouldn't name you as one of his best friends. Like if you asked him who his best friends were, he'd be like Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr., Matt Damon. And you'd be like, what about Mike Birbiglia? He'd be like, I feel like I'd recognize his face if I saw him, but the name doesn't ring a bell. Jesus has a lot of Twitter followers.
He does.
Actually.
Absolutely.
Oh God.
You know what? Let me tell you something. I'm gonna have a wedding agreement I'm putting together right now. I've been writing it over here. The girl's gonna have to sign this before I get married.
Okay.
Number one, at no time will your rear end be wider than your shoulders. Okay. Number two, your eyebrows will number 2. Normal size, not super skinny or painted on, thus reflecting mental illness.
It's all making good sense so far.
So far, keep going,
We will have a dog for me to play with and for you to care for. Same with children.
By the way, Greg is serious about that. We have had that conversation where you don't say that in joke form.
No.
You don't do your version where you've said to me, I want a girl to marry who we can get a dog and she'll take care of the dog when I go on the road. And that's one of your prerequisites.
And pick me up at the airport in your SUV.
You've had this conversation.
Why limit it to an SUV? Why not a limo?
Because you want to drive it.
Limo's a good idea, Bob. Good idea. I like limos.
Hampton, Georgia over the weekend. Joey Logano gets the win, passing Brad Keselowski on the final lap. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Bonjour, Bob and Tom.
Hi.
It's Pepe Escrote.
Yeah!
Pepe Escrotum. Good morning,
Hi,
Pepe.
Como talez-vous with you?
Oh, we're fine.
Hi, Pepe. I heard you were talking about my old job.
Your old job was?
Oui, collecting is a non-urine.
Oh,
the
was that your job?
Used in these fertility drugs.
Yes, it was a terrible, terrible job, and I'm glad I no longer do it.
Well, why was it so bad?
Well, you have to go around, collecting the urine. But I just wanted to call to tell you why they had to stop using it.
Why?
Well, it's a terrible, terrible thing. These babies, they were conceived and born with using the non-urine. When they came out, they would not cry when they were spanked.
They wouldn't?
No.
Why?
You had to wrap them across the hands with a ruler.
I see.
Hey, Chick McGee.
Yes, Peppy.
What are the only 3 words you need to know in French?
Oh, I know this one. That's right.
Thank you, Pepe Le Scrotum.
Au revoir.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Also joining us in the studio, comedian John Bazaar.
Well, I find that now that I need a woman, integrity, strength of character, honesty, but really the most important thing, got to have a big ass. I may be outside the pale on this one, judging by all the magazine covers I see, but I'm done with these ectoskeletal, wafer-thin, rice cake chomping chicks with the Ally McBeal arms and those heroin-looking legs. Yeah. Even the 3 little pigs knew you don't build something out of sticks if you're going to spend any time inside.
Right now, Killer Bees joins us in the studio.
Bees, how you doing?
Real good, man. I get up a shopping list over here. My wife's eating in bed now. She's at that part of the pregnancy where they crave all this food. Some people have mirrors over the bed. We got a sneeze guard. Sleeping on those Posturepedic Sealamil, man. Hey, you ain't lived till you're making love and your wife says, "Go slow, I'm spilling my chili."
I actually have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
All right, woke chick up. In my fantasy, I am making love to this woman.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
And, ladies, gentlemen.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
Ace Cosby's here. Hey. Willie Griswold is here.
Good morning.
In that swell hoodie.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome. I'm Chick McGee, and here's the one, the only, Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Just getting organized over here. Certainly appreciate your indulgence.
Bet you are.
Now, we have Willie has just joined us. Willie's on his way to Chicago for a bunch of shows, and then this weekend, it will be the Comedy Bar in Dubuque.
Yeah, come hang out.
Friday and Saturday. Willie G. Patty G. will be March 31st at the Dow Event Center with Josh and Kostaki. That's going to be a great show in Saginaw, Michigan. Once again, Friday, March 31st. And then the next night, Pat's at Mason City Limits in Mason City, Illinois, celebrating their 15th anniversary. And Josh will be at the Diamond Joe Casino in Dubuque Saturday, April 1st. So a bunch of cool stuff coming up. Also coming up today, comedians Greg Warren and Reno Collier joining us.
Right.
But right now we have Mr. McGee across the way. Yes, sir.
Couple things. Arkansas beat Kansas. Number 1 seed.
Oh, whoa, boy.
My suey didn't work.
Big suey.
Give me another few more minutes. Too early.
You don't want to try?
It's
Sue pig. Sue!
Whoa, Chick's got
maybe
it.
Not. Maybe
there
not.
you go. That's nice.
They always do the husband calling contest. Ray! Ray! Get in here! That's what they do. Anyway, Arkansas plays UConn coming up Thursday, 7:15 Eastern Time. And Willie is here. That's exactly correct. Now, what teams do you have left as far as in our bracket?
Well, we do this bracket and it's random. And you guys know me.
It's a blind draw.
I was with this from the get-go. I think it's better if it's random. I think that's the best way to do it.
Because all your regular teams are out.
I have Creighton. They're still alive. They're playing Princeton.
That's right.
On Wednesday? So let's see what those nerds at Princeton can do.
Well, I have Houston, Tennessee, and Princeton all still in it.
Whoa. So you two are battling
and Princeton,
each other.
Bring it.
Oh, is that so, Ivy League boy, huh?
Bring it, punk. Go ahead. Anyway.
Where is Creighton?
Creighton is in, believe it or not, Omaha, Nebraska. And
Is
you're going to
really?
say, what are you talking about? It is. Omaha, Nebraska.
Huh. I didn't know
And you
that.
both have Princeton.
No, he has Creighton. He has Princeton.
Hello.
Where was I? I can't find my world's greatest record, Tom. What did you do with it?
I have no idea.
You taught me how to...
I printed it for you.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Is this one about the feet?
No, that's not a record yet.
The really old hockey player.
Oh, that was a hockey player. I kept the feet. If you want me to give it to him, here.
Hey!
I think he'd like this because it's about his favorite topic in life, shoes.
But it's not technically a world record.
Stupid world record.
Not technical.
This isn't a world record at all.
That's what I said.
A mom is searching worldwide for shoes for her 14-year-old son. He has size 23 feet.
Wow.
A Michigan woman desperate. Hey, she's from Michigan. A Michigan woman desperate to find shoes for a teenage son who has size 23s. According to USA Today, Rebecca Kilburn's son, Eric Jr. Eric Jr. is 14 years old, is already 6'10".
Wow.
He's still growing, she said. Well, of course he is. Most kids this big and tall at this age have an endocrine disorder, and he does not.
Okay.
I've had him checked out. Eric does, however, have health issues stemming from not being able to find the correct shoes.
Oh, well, I can see that would be a problem.
At size 23, he's already outgrown the largest shoe size of any professional athlete.
The good news is he's hung like a Pringles can.
He will be when he's over 18.
No, a 14-year-old penis.
Oh, yeah. Did you say something about the size of his nuts? What did you say?
Oh, I said.
I didn't say I wanted to do anything with them.
Shaquille O'Neal's shoe size 22. So he's already one size bigger.
Wow.
His mom's trying to find someone who'll make a shoe for her son at an affordable price.
How about giving them to him for free, Nike? I'm looking at you.
She's paying $1,500 for custom-made shoes from an orthopedic specialist. Rebecca has found a company in Italy that may be able to help.
Fiat?
Yeah, why doesn't...
Oh, these used to be little sports cars.
Yeah, but you're right, though. Why doesn't...
She's going to have...
Any of these shoe companies could step up and get plenty of great publicity.
Right.
Here's another article. Sorry, Chick, to interrupt, but here she says she reached out to Nike but was told the only way the company would likely make her son shoes is if he became a professional athlete. I'm somewhat skeptical, but...
That's what Nike said, she says?
Yeah, that's what she... I would go to any... There's so much competition in that business.
Yeah.
They could make a whole commercial.
That's rough, man.
I read this part of the story. When he was a baby, they couldn't find baby shoes that would fit, and so he had to wear adult Crocs as a baby.
Is that really?
Is that
That's
real?
It's called USA Today. It's under the subline "Resorting to Crocs."
Wow. Josh,
well, that's freakish.
Yeah.
We just found the real Bigfoot.
The boy.
He's a kid in Michigan.
That's crazy big.
Well, I wish him the best. I hope he gets those shoes.
Yeah.
He'll find some way to monetize this with the internet. He's got weird big feet. He's 14. Good for him.
How about the NIL? Why isn't somebody signing him up for college hoops already, right?
Well,
Name, image, likeness.
They haven't said if he's a very good athlete. Just being big doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be any good. So.
Yeah, I'll give you Brad Garrett. He was a horrible basketball player. Remember that?
Yeah, but in any event, I think someone should step up and get this kid. I mean, any one of the shoe companies would get a ton of publicity if they, I don't know, presented this kid with some shoes or some
professional athletes don't need free shoes.
Yeah,
this kid does.
Some cobbler.
A cobbler.
Yeah, at the top of a beanstalk.
You know what? That sounds like a good job for you. Why don't you find a cobbler today? Go try to find a shoe cobbler.
He has one.
I actually know a cobbler.
You know it. That's all he does is cobble shoes.
It's a friend of Nick Griffin, comedian.
How about that?
So you don't know her. It's Nick Griffin's friend.
No, I've spoken to her.
I've spoken to her.
On the phone trying to get a hold of Nick. You make it sound like you went to school together. I know a cobbler.
Well, this kid, I mean, this is kind of a sad story. I hope they fix him up.
Yeah, for sure.
You think where do clowns get their shoes?
Let's just say I don't think that would be helpful.
Shoe carnival.
That's a very good guess.
Are clown shoes, is the inside entirely hollow, or is it just like a regular shoe and then there's a big outer?
Regular shoe.
I think it's a regular shoe.
There's like an exoskeleton for it? Okay.
Kind of like scuba fins.
It'd be a lot funny if they took off their shoes and they had these weird bulbous feet.
That would be
the only thing I could do is be a clown. Yeah. People notice how bulbous my feet are.
I hope someone steps up for this young man.
Here's a world record I'm totally uninterested in. An 82-year-old Virginia woman ring-a-ding-ding, has been confirmed as the world's oldest hockey player female.
I wish you could come in here and high-stick your face.
Guinness World Records says Linda Sinrod has been playing hockey for the past 47 years.
Wow.
She played with Prince William.
No kidding.
Oh, the Prince William Wildcats. Sorry.
Oh.
Until she was 75. But rather than give up her passion, Linda started playing for a women's league.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So to speak.
To keep fit off the ice, the octogenarian.
Late life female hockey player.
She also plays hockey. She plays softball.
All right.
And she can change your oil.
And can drive.
Hit somebody.
So you're old school.
And drives a
The
Subaru.
only icing she should be doing is on a cake. That's right. She shouldn't be hip checked. She should get her hips checked.
He had that icing joke.
By God.
Already. He had it all set up, all teed up.
Ready to go.
I'm sorry you don't find the story interesting. I think it's good for her.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you're 82.
We can all be so lucky, huh?
I'll be 5 years dead, at least. Dear beautiful people, I've been a loyal listener since I was a kid, but my sleep schedule only allows me to listen intermittently. Therefore, I'm always a couple days behind. I recently heard that you were taking requests, Tom, from people to send messages to loved ones and such. We were telling people where their car was and they forgot their sunglasses. Personal messages. We were doing that one morning. Like the gentleman who forgot his phone at home, I'm still able to make a request. Can you please tell my wife, Kristen, to stop buying chickens for the love of God? By the time I hear this on my radio, it may already be too late.
Knee deep in chickens.
He's saying, it seems like we have 50 chickens out in the backyard.
It's baby chicken season.
Please
it's big
just
right
pray
now.
for me and my sanity.
I was just talking to someone about that this week.
I was too.
Don't get chickens, Dad. Don't get chickens.
No, I'm not going to get it. No, this person's having they had a fox in the backyard.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh, that's exciting. That's like a...
How many chickens survive?
Yeah, they were trying to figure that out.
That's a reality show, Fox versus Chicken. I watched that.
Fox wins.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
This is Jeff from Monticello, Michigan. So there you go.
Okay, thank you very much.
PETA has come out and said when those hardware stores, they'll sell chicks, baby chicks.
Sure, yeah.
PETA said, please buy them. They need homes.
Josh,
PETA's all for it.
Do you have the sound effect over there?
They have a... now, Josh Arnold angers America. They have, like, coop kits you can order online.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Nice coop kit.
There was a really nice one on the back of a flatbed the other day being delivered to one of my neighbors.
They are nice looking at
Yeah.
first.
It was amazing.
Fresh eggs, Tom. Healthy, fresh eggs. Maybe you could be a chicken farmer.
Just what I need.
Think how complicated it would be just to make an omelet.
I'm just seeing one of my white golden retrievers at the back door, blood dripping down her paws, going, "Hey, Dad, look, I got a chicken.
I killed them all, Dad.
Can you imagine? I killed them all, Dad.
Finley is just screaming, traumatized.
Can you imagine them at the back door for the first time? What the hell is that? Oh, my God. Thank you, Dad.
Yeah, but if you want to take the kids for a fun time, go to Tractor Supply right about now because they have just so many chicks.
They're the cutest things.
They are the cutest.
I can't
and
stand it.
Have different pins with different kinds.
The only
and it's
cute
just-
chick I need is sitting right next to me.
Thank you very
Those little chicks can kick rocks. That's what I'll tell you
And
right
you
now.
know what's fun with the chicks is you throw them up in the air and take a tennis racket and see how far you can.
So now you want to play the sound?
They're natural flyers. Shuttle chicks.
Yeah, they'll fly for a little bit. And now I anger America.
And actually a badminton racket. Why do you think they call them birdies?
Oh, yeah.
Unnecessary yet a very fine tag.
And I think
I don't appreciate it, but thank you.
Shuttlecocks.
Yeah, like a rooster.
Fastest thing in sports.
Yeah, that's what you maintain.
That's what they say.
It's not Bo Jackson. It's a shuttlecock.
Maybe an F1 car or perhaps a drag racer or a shuttlecock.
Nope, it's a shuttlecock.
Now, we have a special prize right behind Chick McGee. It's that beautiful Yeti cooler. Also a Pop-A-Shot courtesy of Orange Insoles. Right now, hey, speaking of orange insoles, it's time to get your mind right and your feet and your body, etc.
Tell them about it, Tom. I'm looking for
Okay. Well, if you're like Chick McGee and you have a job that requires you to stand all day.
And I just stood up, and I have orange insoles, and it was really comfortable standing. Because my body is aligned, Tom. I don't experience fatigue or injuries anymore from my feet to my back because I have orange insoles. You know, those soft, thin gel insoles do not align the body. Don't fool yourself. Orange insoles reduce hip pain, foot pain, lower back pain by providing a deep heel cup for maintaining proper weight distribution and body alignment. Most shoes don't come with a supportive insole, and companies just put that thin layer of foam, which is just basically a dumb sock. You don't want that. OrangeInsoles.com, easy to navigate website. You can find the right pair of Orange insoles quickly, even if you're in work boots, tennis shoes, cowboy boots, dress shoes. And plus, they have the 60-day We Want You Happy guarantee. Head on over to OrangeInsoles.com for free shipping. And right now, sign up for text messages and get an even bigger savings, an additional savings code. Get proper support in your shoes and start feeling better. That's OrangeInsoles.com, proud supporters of the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. What do you got coming up, Chick?
Well, sports and my adventure and driving in this morning.
Also, we have, apparently, you guys have the pizza song ready to rock?
Ready to go.
Okay, sorry, I just saw the note here. Okay, we'll look forward to the Pat Godwin duo with Dean pizza song coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
loads of curvy cleavage on display.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
loads of curvy cleavage on display.
This is
the Bob and Tom Show. No shoes, no shirt, no talent.
Hey, no talent. That's my cue. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7 on a Monday. Looking for some Bob and Tom Show merchandise? Maybe a Bob and Tom Show hat? Well, just go to bobandtomstore.com. Do all your shopping right there. You never even have to leave your house. We've got all the goods. If you love the Bob and Tom Show, or perhaps you have someone in your life who's a big Bob and Tom Show fan, it's a great place to do your shopping. Great stocking stuffers for the holidays. Oh, I know it's only March, but still, you need to plan ahead. Also, for those truckers, that Bob and Tom Show hat, adjustable, fits any size head, and it's wonderful. Check it out, the new merchandise for 2023 at bobandtomstore.com. Rolling through a Monday, Greg Warren and Reno Collier. My gosh, that's Josh Arnold in the sidekick chair. Willie Griswold. There is Pat Godwin in the performance room. Ace Cosby ready to tell his joke of the day. He's full of pizza. He's been eating pizza every meal for the month of March. Can you believe it? And the best part, Tom's paying for it. That's right. We roll through a Monday with you right here. Oh, Kristi Lee and Chick McGee are here too on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Kristi Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Chris Rock, David Spade, Drew Barrymore, and Rob Schneider were among the celebrities last night that had a chance to honor Adam Sandler or make a joke at his expense. The Kennedy Center gave Sandler its Mark Twain Prize for American Humor. Conan O'Brien, Jennifer Aniston, Dana Carvey, and Tim Meadows also were among the celebrities paying tribute to Sandler. CNN will air that event on Sunday. The Wire star Lance Reddick died suddenly Friday morning at the age of 60 of natural causes. Reddick also appeared in the John Wick movies, and for you fans of Bosch like myself, also starred in that particular show. And Shazam! Fury of the Gods, leader at the box office this weekend. The Shazam sequel pushes last week's #1 Scream 6 down to second, Creed 3 third, 65 at #4, and Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumanium is fifth. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Kristi Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
So, Nick, let's start with the basics. Are you a married guy?
No, I just got divorced.
Sorry to hear about that.
It's okay. Lots of people get divorced. Einstein got divorced.
He did?
Yeah, did you know that? Albert Einstein, arguably the most intelligent man who ever lived, got divorced. They should tell you that before you get married. It shouldn't be, do you love her? Do you want to spend the rest of your life with her? It should be, do you think you're smarter than Einstein?
Oh, so you're dating then?
I guess. You know what I don't want to do? I don't want to say I love you anymore. I hate that first I love you. That's the worst. First time you ever tell a woman you love her. If they like you, they want to hear it. And when they hear it that first time, something comes over them. You know, their eyes get all wide and get that diabolical grin on their face. You can almost feel them saying, excellent.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Norman, honey, what you doing? It's getting late.
I'm downstairs, honey. Just getting some cereal. Snookums.
Thank God he found it. I was getting desperate. I hope this works. You know, Judy tried it with Ted, and she said he's become insatiable.
Boy, will Snookums be in for a treat, because her hubby is chomping on the new cereal for men who are sexually dysfunctional. It's Nuttin' Raisin, honey.
This sure is tasty. Honey, I'll be right up.
Nuttin' Raisin, honey. The cereal that gets you up in the morning, or any time for that matter. Nuttin' Raisin, honey. Ladies, he'll love the taste, and you'll love that filling feeling.
Oh, my God, Norman, where did you get that thing?
Nuttin' Raisin, honey, from Post. Who else? Nuttin' Raisin, honey, coming to a store near you. Nuttin' Raisin, honey. Eat them from the bowl or right out of the box.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show and my face from television. You are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's time once again for people who suck at small talk.
Hey, nice weather we're having today, don't you think?
Yeah, it is rather amazing the cyclical manner in which meteorological trends manifest themselves.
Jeez, sorry I asked.
Join us again next time for people who suck at small talk.
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Top Show, Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
He looks like a mad scientist. You got your headphones on, your hair's going everywhere. It's really something. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
You guys got to try this coming in late thing, man. It rocks.
Did you sleep right up till you have to leave, or?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Just woke up an hour later. I had to stay up late for a show last night.
You look bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this
Thank
morning.
You. I also shaved. I shaved my little dirtbag.
Oh,
neck
yeah,
thing I
you
had
did,
going.
didn't you? Aw.
I like that.
Yeah, you should have left it alone, man.
Pat, I was watching a movie over the weekend. You're starting to look like Ray Liotta a little bit to me.
Cocaine Bear, right? Yeah.
No, it wasn't Cocaine Bear, but it was...
Is this Ray Liotta after he fell off a 10-story building?
Yes, no, he's...
Hey.
He's got that look.
Tom's got no mirrors.
Pat,
at
isn't
home.
that,
you, Josh.
Isn't that Tom's
My friend.
Isn't Tom your best friend?
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, my buddy. Yeah.
Ray Liotta?
No, there is some.
There's
There's some Leota there.
Yeah, there's something
I
there.
do not see that.
All right.
No.
Never mind then.
I don't either.
He's the Irishman.
I see Montgomery Clift after the accident.
Do you?
Okay. Coming up, we have the new pizza song. Also, well, let's get our springtime tribute out of the way here.
Yeah, let's do that.
Today is the vernal equinox.
You know what I mean, Vernal?
Hi, Vern.
And what that means is the amount of daylight is the same. Is that correct?
Yeah, 12 and 12.
12 and 12. Okay. And this is Tim Cavanaugh and is a tribute to equinox.
Sitting on a park bench, noticing the day and night's the same length. Equinox, vernal or autumnal. I prefer vernal, but autumnal's not bad. Equinox. It sounds like something online, like eBay or E-Trade, but it's not. Equinox. If you are nocturnal, you've got 12 hours to get all your stuff done. Equinox.
Little Timmy Kavanaugh. And a little tribute. Our apologies to Ian Anderson, Jethro Tull, and rock lovers everywhere. What a great song. I love that, Tim. Thank you very much. A little bit of science for you.
And finally in sports this morning, Live Golf. You guys are familiar with Live Golf, right, Tom? Yeah. Okay.
That's where they sacrifice a journalist every tournament. They cut them up and put them in a suitcase.
This is kind of a fun story. It's being broadcast on the CW. Did you know that?
Oh, no, how nice.
But evidently, during the match this weekend, a astute viewer recorded someone peeing in a bush while someone else was trying to drive off the tee. It turns out the pro golfer peeing in the bush was Sergio Garcia.
Oops.
He runs, as you will see, there's it's Scott Vincent on the tee, but as you'll see here, Tom, let's see if we can get this to play here. Let's see. There we go. There he's looking. He's in the tee box. And you'll see Sergio run across the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Is he run across?
Yeah.
And now he's behind the leaderboard there, if you will.
Right.
But they sense what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
So they kind of take a quick close-up of him. And, that's the classic golfer's pose as you're peeing in a bush.
I see cactus. Is this in the American Southwest? Where was this event?
Let's say that. Yeah. It's in the Southwest.
He's lucky he didn't get his schlong bitten by a rattlesnake. That would be a great story.
Maybe that would be
because he'd run into frame.
And then, he's screaming, and then the guy, his partner, he looks at him, and he goes, I just talked to the doctor. I've got to suck the poison out. Oh, no, he said, you're going to die. A short version of the classic joke, certainly. You
ever pee on a golf course, Tom?
What?
You ever pee on a golf course?
Oh, absolutely.
Every guy has, I think.
Have you, Kristi?
No.
Really?
No, and I've had to. It's so not fair because you only have, usually there's...
Do a little weed hop.
Behind a tree.
What's the problem?
It's a little different for ladies.
Gravity's great. It's not going to come up at you.
Yeah.
Unless you're over a rock.
I can't really just whip something out and go.
You can just hover. It's going to lean back.
I'll say it again. Evidently, you haven't seen that video called Hillbilly Fire Department.
Actually, sadly, I have.
On that note.
It goes like 6 feet up on the wall.
Oh, look, there's the phone. How nice.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Well, this is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for David Hyde Cox. And this is some of the news. Wow, what an exciting weekend of NCAA basketball, huh? We saw many things we don't normally see, like, for example, True TV. Where the hell is that on the dial, anyway? Anybody know?
I couldn't find it either.
Next year, I've heard the NCAA plans to broadcast games on the Food Network and pray for lots of turnovers. Meanwhile, on the court, we saw some big surprises. Farley Dickinson, who I think is Emily Dickinson's great-great-grandson, became only the second number 16 seed to beat a number 1 seed with a victory of the Purdue Boilermakers. Boy, no one saw that one coming, including Purdue's Zach Edey. Hey, if a 7'4" guy can't see something coming, no one can. I didn't catch the end of the game by that time because I had just washed down my third Boilermaker. Another upset saw the 15th seed, Princeton Tigers, upset the number 2 seed, Arizona Wildcats, and eventually move on to the Sweet 16. Did you know the entire Ivy League celebrated the wins with a soiree that was deemed to be just smashing? And yet in another surprise, Furman beat Virginia 68-67. Oh, here's a little known fact. When I go to the beach, my nickname is Furman. If you saw my back, you'd know why. My back looks like a still shot of a time-lapse photo of Lon Chaney Jr. turning into the Wolfman.
Harry.
Little known fact about Dick Hitzwater. This is Dick Hitzwater, sitting in for David Hyde Cox, and this has been Some Other News. Play on.
Thank you very much. It wasn't David Hyde Cox and MASH?
David Hyde Pierce.
Oh, okay, so that was different.
He's not in the reboot, right? Isn't that the big kind of controversy that he's not going to?
I see.
That's sports, Tom. Do something else.
Thank you very much.
Lucky, this is what you farted for.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a Good sport.
Okay, Pat, you ready?
Sure.
I got a request for you, by the way, after this, coming up later on.
Turn it down, Tom.
We have is that too loud?
What?
How about turn it off now? How long a fade do you want?
Oh, he's being
Now you're just being contrary.
Pat, we have a very special request coming. I'll have to privately tell you what this is. It's one of my favorites also.
It's monk cheese.
Haven't heard it for a while. It is not monk cheese.
But we do have cheese in the news coming up.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I'm a monk cheese.
Always funny.
It is.
Now, the cheese story, there's two stories that Josh is going to be very excited about. The cheese story, of course, involves pets.
Okay.
And you, of course, rescued your kitty after...
she got out for a little bit.
She escaped. But now, Pat, you want to explain what this is?
This is the pizza song we do for Ace.
Okay, Ace
Been
every
doing
day
one
eating
What
pizza.
does it have to do with the cat?
Nothing.
Oh, Dean's in there.
I was stalling.
I want my pizza free. Now look at that, Ace. That's the way you do it. Nag Tom and your pizza's free. And it's working. Take your checkbook. Pizza for nothing, says Chick McGee. All Aces pizzas free for a month, yeah. Let me tell you, that guy ain't dumb. Maybe Ace will burn the roof of his mouth. Yeah, man, he's got Tom under his thumb. He cooks your pizza in a microwave oven. Orders pizza delivery. Hey, he needs to restock his refrigerator and watch Alf on a better TV. I want my pizza free. Buy me a new TV, Tom. Tom can't get true TV.
Thank you very much. A nice tribute. That was lovely.
Lovely.
Once again, Ace, is eating nothing but pizza.
And it should be noted, Dean had the Mark Knopfler headband.
He sure did, yes.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That's the whole secret to his sound. He won't tell you that.
The headband and the wristband.
Stuff, yeah.
That's
a lot
right.
of people think it's rehearsal and natural talent. But
Nope.
Wow.
Nicely done, guys.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
And then, by the way, did I tell you that at the end of the month, we're going to do Pizza Day, and you have to redo all of these?
Every single one of them.
Every one of them.
All
It's a long day.
31?
Well, we
No
skipped
weekends.
the weekends.
Oh, 5, 10, 15, 20 at least.
I don't do weekends.
Yeah, it'll be.
No, of course not.
It'll be good. I'll pass along that special request to you in just a few minutes. I want to ask you right now if you've been paying attention, because if you haven't, then you don't know about our special competition to win that beautiful Yeti cooler right behind Mr. Chick McGee right now. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Also at stake, this is so cool, a Pop-A-Shot game. Wouldn't this be great to have at your house? You could win a dual Pop-A-Shot game. All of this is, of course, courtesy of Orange Insoles. Check it out at orangeinsoles.com. Once again, one winner will receive the King Crab Orange 45 Tundra Yeti Cooler. How cool is that?
Very.
Yeah.
And then, courtesy of Pop-A-Shot, we've got the custom Bob and Tom home dual Pop-A-Shot game. Once again, you could get a Pop-A-Shot for your house. How cool would that be?
You'd be the hit of the neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
Man, that'd be a good Christmas gift, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
For all of us.
Right next to the tree.
I'd love one.
Thank you for doing that,
with
Tom.
your face on it. You could make the
My face on the backboard.
I can almost.
You could.
I can't wait.
Just the amount of money this would cost makes it worth it alone. It'd be hilarious. Fenn couldn't go to private school anymore. It'd be great.
Oh, thank you very much. Now, Kristi Lee is at the news desk. What are we missing from the news? Have we covered everything?
No, Craft Create. We haven't even started
Oh,
news.
sorry.
Craft
He said, have we covered everything? What's wrong with you?
Did you hit your head this weekend?
I didn't get a lot of sleep.
Okay.
I had an airport pickup at 3 a.m.
Yeah, well.
Today?
Something we all
Yesterday.
do.
It's a long story.
It's Uber. Never make anyone pick you up from the
Why
airport.
in
No,
the
I
gods?
picked them up.
Who would fly that late?
It's a long story.
I'm sensing a delay.
Man, Kraft created a special cheese tax pack of Kraft singles for dog owners following a viral meme making the rounds on TikTok. The viral song called Cheese Tax by Puppy Songs has been used by countless pet owners sharing videos of themselves giving their dogs an obligatory sampling of cheese whenever they need to use the dairy product. The song includes the lyrics, the cheese tax, you got to pay the cheese tax every time you're cooking. When the cheese comes out, this puppy comes looking. And it continues, I'm not just asking because I'm looking for snacks. This is real important business, and you got to pay the tax. So in response, Kraft has announced it is releasing a special product for owners whose dogs are demanding the cheese tax.
Cute. Isn't that cool?
It's very cute.
Did you ever give your little kitty cheese, Josh?
She has had cheese, yeah.
She likes it?
Yeah, she really likes vegetables. She's a weird little cat. She likes her lettuce and her kale, and she really does,
Really?
Yeah.
What? Is she a Taurus?
She likes peas.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, loves it. I mean, don't get me wrong. She loves the meat too.
Be careful, she's gonna leave a TurboTax semi-liquid on your carpeting.
No,
no, really? She can eat lettuce?
That's good fiber.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roughage.
Okay. Well, I think it's kind of cool. It's not really a tax. I consider it more of a gratuity.
For the dog.
Here's your tip for being a good dog. Oh, thank you very much.
Yes. They sell cheese squares, little cheese squares in big
for dogs,
packages, like a couple pounds. No, they're just, I don't know what you use them for. I guess maybe melt them for nacho.
Oh, those little
cheese
cubes. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Cubes. Yeah.
They're perfect doggy size. Well, thank you very much, Kristi.
They love those.
Coming up, we have, speaking of pets,
a lot of animals in the news.
A nutria.
Yep.
Which looks like a big guinea pig with a big rat tail.
We have a rat in the news.
Yeah, and very weird.
A sloth in the news.
Yeah.
Penguins in the news.
Who knew that a sloth could bite? Apparently.
Well, they bite.
You got to really want to be bitten.
It takes a really long time.
That's what they thought. We'll find out about that. And a really cool story coming out of Mount Everest.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll be somewhat surprised about that. And also, we've got to get to these two penguin stories.
Yes, we will.
Very,
I
very
promise.
exciting. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules, or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
It's fun watching my kids, though, a little bit. My daughter is... you guys have daughters, right?
Mm-hmm.
3 years old. 3 years old. My daughter has a massive attitude. Like, it's unbelievable. It's like my wife, and I've got to believe it's, honestly, and I'm not joking about this, hormonal in some way. There's got to be something.
Something
just
that,
wait.
She's cute and adorable, but pure evil. It's like the devil dressed as a young Sally Field.
Oh my God!
I mean, it's very difficult because my wife said, she says to my wife, "Can I go outside, Mommy?" Mm-hmm. My daughter and my wife goes, "No, it's too hot out. It's 110 in Phoenix right now."
The kids don't notice that.
So she goes, "Can I go outside?" And she, no. And my daughter looks at my wife directly in the eyes and goes, "Say yes."
Oh my gosh!
It's starting.
And then all of a sudden, Mommy's eyes stared forward, and she said, "Yes."
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it said, "Can I go outside?" No. And then again, say yes. And she crosses the arms, and now she
is evil.
The best one was my wife got my daughter this princess puzzle, pink princess fairy puzzle, obviously a fairy puzzle. And my son looks at it and he goes, "That puzzle? That girl looks like a prostitute."
Wow!
Thank you. Good night, everybody. My wife says, my wife had that Kermit turn. You know, she looked at me and she's like, "Where did he get that from?" Like, I don't know. I call them hookers.
Don't look at me.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Mark Allison along with you as we roll through a Monday. Hey, Willie Griswold going to be at the Comedy Bar in Chicago, Illinois, coming up this Thursday, March the 23rd. And Greg Warren also on the road at Dr. Grins in Grand Rapids, Michigan, coming up this Thursday through Saturday, March 23rd through Saturday, March 25th. So if you are up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, by the way, Michigan, what a beautiful state. We don't talk about Michigan enough, but that was where Greg Warren's going to be at Dr. Grins, and Donnie Baker on the road this week as well. Wabash, Indiana. Hello, the Eagles Theater this Thursday night. One night only, DonnieBaker.com for tickets and information. And then a week from Thursday, March 31st, Donnie's going to be at the Andrews Banquet Center in Ashtabula, Ohio. Some great chances to see some live comedy out on the road, perhaps in your own backyard. Thanks so much for tuning in on a Monday. Hope you had a great weekend, and we roll on right here with Greg Warren and Reno Collier coming up on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed on this Monday morning. Shares of Credit Suisse down 63% in early trading on the Swiss Stock Exchange after the announcement that banking giant UBS would be buying its troubled rival for almost $3.25 billion. The deal orchestrated by regulators to stave off further market-shaking turmoil in the global banking system. Meanwhile, UBS shares down 14% in early trading. Swiss authorities urging UBS to take over its smaller rival after a plan for Credit Suisse to borrow up to 50 billion francs or $54 billion failed to reassure investors and the bank's customers. Shares of Credit Suisse and other banks plunged after the failure of two banks in the United States. A host of comedic and entertainment royalty gathered Sunday night at Washington's Kennedy Center as Adam Sandler received the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor. For his part, Sandler placed his hand on the award, a bronze bust of Mark Twain, and speculated that it might one day be the weapon used to bludgeon me in my sleep. Sandler thanked his parents and siblings for what he called that weird irrational confidence thing that I guess I still have. At 56 years old, he first came to national attention on TV's Saturday Night Live. One of Sandler's SNL colleagues, Dana Carvey, remarked before the ceremony, "Who has lasted this long and stayed this beloved?" Adam Sandler. Congratulations. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hello, Donnie.
Well, St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow. Everybody at work here is planning on dipping out early so they can catch a parade.
Oh, okay.
You know, I hate parades. Same thing with corned beef. Without St. Patty's Day, who'd be eating corned beef? Oh, hey, now that we perfected beef, let's smother it in sauerkraut to make the entire plate taste like a vomit bar.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello, Americans. It's that time of year again. You received your tax forms in the mail, and now it's time to settle up with the IRS. When it comes to tax preparation, well, listen to this.
Honey, we got our tax forms.
Are you going to try to do it yourself again this year?
I don't know. It's such a pain in the butt.
Taxes can be a pain in the butt. That's why you should let the specialists at Tax Preparation H Incorporated do your taxes for you. Tax Preparation H Incorporated relieves the pain often associated with filing your taxes. And Tax Preparation H Incorporated can reduce those piles of paperwork to one small form that you simply have to sign and file.
Did you go to Tax Preparation H Incorporated?
I sure did.
Do we owe much?
Yep. Oh, we really got reamed by the IRS. But I'll tell you, it doesn't hurt as much thanks to Tax Preparation H Incorporated.
Tax Preparation H Incorporated. We're just itching to do your return. Tax Preparation H Incorporated. Hey, and if you want, we'll even tell Uncle Sam to shove it up his...
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Got some government mule info coming.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hey, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
How's it going?
Got chilly.
Real well. How are you?
Okay.
Our furnace isn't working. It's a long story.
I don't think that's true at all.
You've got to be freezing, Pat, because it's cold in here today.
It's 35.
It keeps turning itself off. I don't know what's going on.
Keeps turning itself
Pat,
off.
Yes. I'm searching for something. We have a rather unusual request. We'll get something out of Mr. Godwin. I can tell you this. Pat Godwin's going to be at the Dow Event Center, Saginaw, Michigan, with Josh Arnold and Kostaki Economopoulos. That's a cool show. Friday, March 31st. That'll be great. Then the next night, this is interesting, Pat's in Mason City, Illinois on Saturday, April 1st, and Josh is going to be in Dubuque at the Diamond Joe Casino Saturday, April 1st.
Yes.
So it's a big road weekend for those guys. This weekend, speaking of Dubuque, the Comedy Bar, Willie G, headlining this Friday and Saturday. Willie's also in Chicago at the Comedy Bar coming up. Is it Thursday and Wednesday and Thursday?
And there's tickets at the link in my bio and Instagram. It's at willie.griswold. Come check it out. It's going to be fun.
Thank you very much. Now, before we get back to the action, Pat, I'm going to have to do a little homework here.
Okay.
Before we can get to that. Can you
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, it's Kenny Torman.
Kenny.
Hey, Shooter, we just landed. I'm in DAB. That's Daytona Beach. DAB, yeah. Now I know why they say a little dab will do you. Not sure why Tobic booked our concrete sales at the Edge of Wokeness webinar at the Daytona Courtyard Ballroom during the peak of spring break. But I've already got my sunblock on and earplugs at the ready. The last thing I want to hear is a bunch of TikTokers getting turned. Am I right?
Yeah.
I had to call you guys today. I need a good handyman ASAP. Not for me, but my brackets are busted. I know. First, Purdue takes a dive, then Zona. Every year, that's where I'm going to start doing the NIT instead. But like you, Tom, I don't want to nitpick. No. I know. That's yours. Sometimes this guy just likes to babysit. I got to tell you, though, I'm already over the spring break crowd. This is hell month for my people. The flight crew calls these people gate lights. You've seen them. They always inch forward and camp out right by the gate, so this million-miler has to navigate a corn maze to a makeshift FEMA camp just so I can board at the proper time. Is there anything more annoying than these people? I know. And they're the only travelers that can turn the seat back pocket to an episode of Hoarders. This morning of mine, I found earbuds, flip-flops, and a leftover lap child. And their pre-board combo is always the same. Every year, it's always about going to the Ron John Surf Shop or reservations at Krabby Bill's. And if I see one more carry-on with a Sex Whack or Salt Life bumper sticker, I'm going to start pink back tagging those bad boys myself. And until the Sun Chips came out, they were making such a commotion, I had to turn on my Awaken to Life Force audio book. I still can't figure out for the life of me how Tony Robbins isn't the #1 seed in Oprah's book club. The man is brilliant. I bet his bracket's perfect. Hey, let's drop a pin in this bad boy and circle back for next week. Okay. Now, the Carousel 4, the bags are hot. I got to get near the bell before I'm covered in gate lights. I'll call you from the bar. I got to turn in this leftover lap child. We just landed.
In Daytona Beach.
Yeah.
Wow, probably pretty crowded down there.
FEMA camp. I love that.
Now, Kristi Lee is at the Bob and Tom News Desk. What's going on over there?
A teenager in Michigan was bitten by a sloth while trying to fulfill her lifelong dream
of being bitten by a sloth.
Interacting with a sloth. M Live reports 15-year-old Mariana Ramon visited a local exotic pet store, which hosts a sloth encounter experience that allows visitors to interact with a Hoffman's two-tone sloth named Sid. As Mariana was standing next to Sid.
Sid doesn't like Mariana.
Yeah, and he quickly moved his head cheek toward her and bit her upper right arm through her shirt.
Yikes.
Delivering 2 deep puncture wounds to her skin. The girl's mom, Christina Perez, said, quote, "It was like a strike from a snake. It wasn't in slow motion at all. It happened so fast, I didn't even realize it had happened." And Mariana had to undergo preventative treatment for rabies and has been left distraught by her experience. Perez says she cried for like 24 hours straight.
You'll be fine.
Quote, "This was a lifelong dream of hers, and it ended this way."
And that's why there's a $9.3 million lawsuit coming down the pipe.
Apparently, the sloth will move quickly when it comes. I read an article. When it comes around, apparently they think that the sloth thought her arm was an apple.
Oh, okay.
Sloths apparently don't attack humans.
You can't be joking all morning long and then want to actually tell us something and end the sentence with "come." Okay, you can't do that. We're going to think you're kidding.
When a sloth arrives, apparently she was standing in the cage in a place where the thing thought it was a...
How stupid are sloths? Thought the arm
was an apple?
Apple?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe a big banana. Maybe.
I mean, maybe.
Doesn't make any sense. Maybe an eggplant.
I mean, because apparently they do this whatever it is, meet the sloth day all the time.
Sounds so fun.
Yeah. So this was her lifelong dream. I'm glad her lifelong dream wasn't to meet a tiger.
Yeah.
Could have gone really south. I guess it's the sloth encounter experience.
Did you see this? I've got a lot of viral video this weekend. There was a guy going out. I don't know where he lives, but it looks like a cabin setting, and he goes to the window and looks out, and then all of a sudden this bear, I thought it was a dog at first, a bear on all fours, walks over, gets up on his hind legs, puts his arm around the guy, and he's looking out the window. I mean, this bear was as tall as a grown man.
Where was this?
I don't know. Somebody will help me with this. I have no idea. It was hilarious.
Until it isn't.
Until he says, this makes me want to tear your head off. Yeah. Something like that. I don't know. Yeah, he just walked over there. Hey, my buddy the bear. How you doing?
As for the sloth, here we go. Animal control officers at the store said that apparently Mariana had gotten too close to Sid inside the enclosure, and the sloth had mistaken her arm for an apple.
So which is it? Got too close, or I thought it was an apple?
It was both.
Both.
Doesn't make any sense.
Two things can be true at the same time.
They can.
And then it says sloths can be quite dangerous to humans, inflicting deep puncture wounds and even permanent nerve damage.
Then why have the sloth meeting experience?
I guess this is the first.
Okay. There are some very controlled sloth experiences by professionals that know what they're doing that don't end like this.
I'd recommend taking a mink stole, heating it to about 100 degrees, and then playing with that instead. It won't bite you.
How about they just have a guy standing close by with a blowgun, and if the sloth...
I kind of like that this girl got this lesson.
Yeah, she
did. Her
did.
lifelong dream. Sometimes those dreams will think your arm is an apple and bite it. That's so true.
Don't meet your heroes, right?
Life not only that.
Sloth's lifelong dream was to bite a teenager.
That's right. Life bites you in the ass, you young lady.
Yeah, I
Get
wonder
used to it.
I wonder how the sloth news covered this. A stupid woman interrupts Sid's lunch. Yeah. He had no choice but to defend himself.
Humans have terrible reflexes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, poor gal.
Yeah.
She's fine.
Yeah, she's going to be okay. Give me the teaser, Kristi Lee.
Well, we have a pet rat that was threatening folks on the MBTA.
I'll stab you.
Jeez, pet rat.
We have a pet nutria that's in trouble. We have a couple of penguin stories and a very fascinating story on Mount Everest.
Yes. Yeah, they got frozen bodies up there and more.
Yeah, but you shouldn't they take those into some kind of tavern and you set your drink in between their legs and you keep your beer cold?
Wouldn't they thaw?
Can you toboggan one of those down?
I think they
I know that
have some respect.
if you go up there and you bring down oxygen tanks, spent oxygen tanks, you get some sort of deposit back. They would pay you to do that.
Only if you're in Michigan.
Yeah, everything's better in Michigan.
The deposit tax.
Yeah, the bottles. Yeah. They pay for the vermin collecting from the sugar from the drinks.
It's nothing but bees in Michigan.
Bees and rats.
Pat, are you ready for your other song?
I think so.
Okay, when we come back with a song for Patty G, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Kristi and I were talking about a dream date, and I thought we would maybe
with each other, maybe for the first time ever.
Maybe it might be easier if I sent my assistant on the date with you, and then she could tell me if we had a good time or not. And then
that's exactly what would
I
happen.
see that coming.
Never mind. Now, do you turn your phone off?
I put it on vibrate.
And where is it?
It's in my purse usually.
Okay.
I mean, I don't look at it. I wouldn't.
Okay.
But you have to keep your phone on.
Oh, yeah, come on.
I know.
Not only
answer it. Hold
he's
on,
wearing the
important.
Bluetooth during
No,
dinner.
that's completely false.
Absolutely.
This is important. Hold on.
Completely false. I almost never answer my phone.
All right.
Very, very rarely.
Yeah, I don't. No.
All right. So you got that, unless, of course, it's one of your kids, right?
Well, that's the thing. I look at it. And,
Yeah, but you got 5. 4 of them could call at any time.
Yeah, 6 out of 10 calls are from your kids. You know that.
6 out of 10.
Which happens 7 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
9 out of 10.
The other 4 are wrong dials.
And chances are you're going to have to go pick up one of them, so that means I'm going to be sitting there by myself for a while.
You're bitching at me already? I haven't even answered the phone.
So there you go.
What would be your opening
Shiraz or
salvo conversationally? What would you open with if
I've known you all half my
say you
life.
didn't.
What do you do for a living? Mm-hmm.
Say you didn't. What would you ask me something, or would you start telling me about
No,
your
let's
life?
not do that. No, let's just approach this like you two, the two people that you are. What would you talk to?
Let's stay in
reality.
So we'd go.
we talk about?
You know, I've never thought of you romantically.
Well, we have 2 hours to kill. Let's talk about what's wrong with chick.
Wow.
Let's talk about how you
Sex, baby.
Yes, sex. How you like it.
How do you approach it?
Well, see, now we had
Come on.
we had.
How you
How are you going to approach it, Tom?
See, now we had the list of first date turnoffs.
What's your move, Tom?
crack this code?
Come on.
Here we go.
How are you going to get those ankles on your shoulders? That's what I want.
Yeah, because see, not on this list from USA Today. Mismatched clothes, 36% first date turnoff, and you go up the list,
close.
and body odor, 94%. I'm clean, I have no body odor. But my pet peeve of first date turnoffs: women who don't put out.
Wow.
has issued a travel warning about dangerous counterfeit pills being sold at pharmacies in Mexico that often contain fentanyl. The travel alert posted Friday said you should exercise caution when purchasing medications in Mexico. Small pharmacies in tourist areas and border regions sometimes sell medications advertised as Oxycontin, Percocet, Xanax, and others without a prescription. The State Department warned that those pills are often counterfeit and may contain deadly doses of fentanyl. And mysterious streaks of light were seen in the sky in the Sacramento area Friday night, shocking St. Patrick's Day revelers, who then posted videos on social media of the surprising sight. Jonathan McDowell says he can solve that mystery. He's an astronomer at the Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics. McDowell said Saturday he's 99.9% confident the streaks of light were from burning space debris. And that's your news. I'm Kristi Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you everything I touch turns to sold.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up, get some exercise.
His name is Apollo Johnson, and he's America's #1 astronaut. But he's also a well-endowed ladies' man. Monumental Pictures proudly presents Apollo 13, and a half.
Oh, Apollo, your rocket is so big. Ugh.
Adult film star Dick Mahogany in his first starring role since Shaft's Lethal Weapon is astronaut Apollo Johnson. And when he's not orbiting the Earth, he's going around the world. Apollo Johnson, he's not just an astronaut. He's a charter member of the 100,000 Mile High Club. And believe me, there's nothing weightless about Apollo 13 and a half.
Oh, Apollo. Now I know why they call it the Johnson Space Center.
He's Apollo Johnson, and not even the shuttle can hold all of his cargo. Look at that load. Apollo 13 and a half from Monumental Pictures, rated PG-13 and a half.
Oh, boy.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Sean Morey is here with us. Sean, nice to see you.
I get annoyed by certain things. You know, people who use the word friggin'.
Friggin'?
What the hell is that? Make a stand. Either say the F word or say golly gosh darn.
Right.
What does friggin' mean anyway? I'm almost mad enough to cuss. Don't push me. I'll say friggin'. I don't give a shooby dooby. I heard a funny word the other day. Cripes.
Cripes?
Some guy said, for cripe's sake. Who would that be? Jesus Cripes? The son of Gosh?
Hi, man, this is Donnie Biker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God today.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hey, Chick.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
Yeah, there's Josh Arnold.
Hi there. I have a story about a sloth coming up.
All right.
There's Ada Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Updating the work bracket.
Tom has his holding papers up.
That was his way of telling me your story can wait.
Yeah, mine's
exactly
more important.
Right. Yeah. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom. Go ahead.
Chick McGee is at the orangeinsoles.com
Go ahead.
sports desk.
I believe your nickname's Dickless. Isn't that right? Go ahead.
Boy, that one really hits good.
Oh, yeah.
You bite it off.
Witless versus Dickless is the Dear Bob and Tom Show.
I don't want to hear about
I
it.
noticed
If this guy's from Michigan, I'm leaving.
I noticed that Chick McGee conveniently sidestepped his lock of the week pick.
What's happening?
His guarantee that Purdue would cover the 23 points against Fairleigh Dickinson.
You know,
as you know, they lost outright.
Only about 10,000 people on Twitter told me that, hey, it's just your fault. You picked Purdue.
I lost a huge wager on Purdue. Can I send an invoice to Chick for my mortgage payment? This is Dave from Dayton, Ohio.
Oh, Ohio. Hey, there you go. There is another state other than Michigan.
Thank you, Dave.
I also did the Chick McGee parlay. And I was very happy that he hit 2 out of 3, but Purdue did not. That leg may have missed.
23 points. Yikes.
Yeah, plus 23.
No, we don't. All hope is not lost. We do have some cool prizes still. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Got that cool Papa Shot, courtesy of Papa Shot, and we've got that beautiful Orange Insoles Yeti cooler at stake. So get yourself together and enter. It'll be fun. Now,
Get yourself together.
get your life
Get
together.
yourself together.
Get your mind right, your feet right,
Yes,
et cetera, et cetera.
Get your feet right.
Oh, with orange insoles, of course.
There we go. Now, we have a rather unusual request.
That's the only kind we do.
Pat, this involves, we were just discussing this, as I mentioned, avocados. And
Well, who the hell was talking about avocados?
We were talking about avocados.
Speaking of avocados.
Josh had a story.
Yeah,
he had an email that he was.
We can get to this. It's all right.
we had an avocado story last week.
All right. See, that came before the sloth story, so it makes sense we would do the avocados first.
You'll recall there was the assault with an avocado.
Yes.
Do you remember that last week?
I do, yeah.
Threw an avocado at some guy or something. Yeah.
Oh, is this Pat's avocado song?
Pat.
I only have one, thank God.
That sounded so mean.
Actually, you know something? You have two.
I do.
While I set this up, can you play that other song you have, The Last Avocado?
That was just when Josh stole the last avocado.
That's right. Yay!
From the green room, a last avocado. Then he said like Marlon Brando, right, Josh? Wait a second. He stole the last avocado.
Come on.
He was singing like
As the Godfather.
I don't have it today.
You got it, come on.
Last avocado. Yeah, there it is.
The last avocado. It's something like that.
Josh stole the last avocado.
Okay.
That you always say, always louder. Meanwhile, doesn't hear the sugar packets. Man.
Unbelievable.
He's losing it.
Authority, this is the story that I think that they're referencing. By the way, thank you. This is John requests the last avocado and more. He goes, Pat did that 3 years ago. My wife and my 3 sons sing it every time we are eating avocados.
Oh, I love that.
But we only know the part about the last avocado. Could we hear the whole song? That is the whole song, right?
That is the whole song.
Yeah, kind of a riff, wasn't
it? John, that's all there is to it. Okay. John is currently driving a truck. And thank you very much for all the things that you deliver. And now I want to get to this letter here. This comes to us from Santa Barbara County.
Where's that, California?
What part of Michigan's that?
Authorities in California arrested a suspected avocado thief. The 44-year-old man was reportedly wearing a headlamp on his forehead. By the way, always a good look.
Yeah.
And holding a bucket of avocados.
You love wearing a headlamp on your forehead.
I do.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've even
Hands-free.
I have one that even clips on a cap.
I know you
Ace
do.
got us that.
When I was a kid, the power would go out sometimes, and then my dad would just come into my room with a little hat clip on,
my God.
and I thought aliens were invading.
Let's see. This guy was wearing the headlamp on his forehead during a search of the vehicle. Deputies discovered his trunk was full of avocados. I'm not joking. It reads, the man was arrested for grand theft of fruit.
Wow.
Also, authorities recovered methamphetamine pipes and a bag of methamphetamine. Meth, excuse me.
The actual meth, all right.
Yeah, from the
Grand Theft Cado.
From the suspect. So
I was busy, so I didn't get a laugh in the moment, man. That was so funny. You bring so much to the show, Josh. Well, I hope you know how funny that is. No one gave you any credit, and I was busy, and I got to let you know that was hilarious.
Well, if you steal guac, by the way, Kristi, you know this.
What?
The standard penalty is 2 months in jail, but if you steal guac, it's 3 because the guac is extra.
Yeah.
Little Chipotle humor for you.
For the world.
You've done that joke like 5 times in the last 3 weeks.
Really?
When did you find out that guac was extra at Chipotle?
Because I go to Chipotle all the time.
One of them, it's not extra, and they always kind of let you know. Like, we don't charge extra.
It's Qdoba, I believe.
Yeah.
Really?
We don't charge extra.
No,
Not like the other guys.
So, Pat, somehow you have a tribute. You have a more substantial song about guacamole.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Meth head shivering cold, wandering around on the side of the road. Headlamp on his forehead, his pupils were dilated, and he had a bucket of avocados, a whole truck of avocados. He's a hopped up desperado, grand theft avocado. Avocados he stole, cops approaching him slowly. California Highway Patrol. Yes, chips and guacamole. Yes, he had a ripe avocados. So right. Smoking a meth pipe avocados.
Puff, puff, puff.
He's in an Eldorado. Grand Theft Avocado. Chop, chop, chop.
You don't really associate meth
With avocados. You're right.
Well, you don't eat where I eat.
This guy's toast, Kristi. Are you an avocado toast girl, Kristi?
I am. In fact, I had it for breakfast yesterday.
Love it. Love it. I don't care if it's so-called out of fashion these days.
Actually, here's the key to it.
So played.
I use guacamole instead of avocado.
Wow.
I use like a guacamole, those mini guacamole cups.
Wrong, bitch. No, it's got to be out sliced avocado.
Cheap.
Fresh.
Ruining the recipe.
You got to have one of those avocado tools that you got me.
He got me one and about cut my arm off one time.
This message brought to you by the Tom Griswold Embellishment Institute.
I was going to say.
The guacamole knife about cut my arm off.
Wait,
really? That thing is nasty.
There's a special. All you need is a knife and a spoon. What are you guys talking?
Oh, it's a great tool. I'll get you one. It's
you
but
can
it doesn't.
Have mine.
Like the idea is that it can't. It won't cut you unless you're really doing something wrong.
Or you're really
stupid.
Or you're not used to a kitchen.
You were very kind to get it for me, but you never showed me how to use it. So
I'm sorry. Yeah, you may be.
Show me how to use
it. I'll show you.
He has the best kitchen hacks. Those baked potato pouches.
How about that?
What are those?
Put
Microwaves a baked potato in what, 4 or 6 minutes?
Oh, they're great.
I always just microwave my baked potatoes just right in the microwave, and after the fire department gets there, we're good to go.
So what is it? What's a baked potato pouch?
Yeah, it's like this pouch, and who knows what's in it? It's got to be half
some sort of
titanium.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm convinced
Radiating
it's
ourselves.
unmatched completely.
Some sort of, I think it's asbestos 6. Yeah.
I give it 3 thumbs up.
And you wash the potato, you put it in the bag, and then you put it in the microwave there. And
It's perfect.
about 6 minutes, you got yourself a baked
Can't wait
potato.
7, 8 minutes that it takes normally in the microwave.
Potato pocket for microwaving potatoes.
Does it take that?
Maybe you got to do that a couple times.
Okay, so close to 36 minutes.
Does it come out molten?
Well, you can.
It's pretty warm.
It's not a perfect, I'll be honest, it's not a perfect baked potato. Have you found that it's not?
It's not, but it's
right.
And I'll tell you the other thing that he found that is amazing is the pineapple core.
That thing is a life changer. Yeah.
It's a miracle.
Maybe next year for Christmas, you guys all get a basket of these fun kitchen gadgets. Would you like that?
Yeah, well.
Nope.
Not you, Kristi.
I already have
I can remember the last time I was saying, God, if only I had a pineapple core.
Oh,
all
am
right.
I wrong?
You know what?
It'll change his life.
I don't want you to have
Hard to get those chunks at Kroger's.
Yeah, if you want to pay the $2, Ace will tell you.
Fresh and wonderful.
A whole pineapple's like 89 cents, and then when they cut it up for you, it's all of a sudden $9.
That's how much
So they're
it
in the
was.
back with their core and
Yeah, and meanwhile, the pineapple cores are going jobless because you guys cut them out of the loop. Is that what you're doing?
I didn't consider that.
Yeah. That's right.
Well, thank you. That was very helpful. We're going to tell you that coming up, of course, it's the Ace Cosby joke of the day. I'm sure looking forward to that. And which reminds me, that joke of the day is going to be brought to you by Omaha Steaks. And Omaha Steaks, Josh, I think today is the vernal equinox officially making this once again the outdoor grilling season. Nothing better to grill than a delicious Omaha steak.
You're absolutely right. And the steak experts at Omaha Steaks have made it easy to spring into something delicious with their semi-annual sale. What's the sale? 50% off site-wide. That's half off all of your favorites, like those perfectly aged tender steaks, ocean fresh seafood, juicy burgers, incredible air-chilled chicken, and decadent desserts. Plus, when you go to omahasteaks.com and you use promo code BTS at checkout, you'll get an additional $30 off your order. That's 6 $5 bills. Now, they won't be mailing you individual $5 bills. You'll just get probably a code or something. One of my favorites, of course, the burgers. We don't talk enough about the Omaha Steaks burgers. They're so juicy and grill up so perfectly. I've gotten real good, Kristi, at making the marks, the grill marks on the burger.
Oh, that's nice.
You think
very nice.
You go, oh, this is restaurant quality, and then you take a bite and go, no, I was wrong. Better.
Yeah.
That's right. It's the perfect way to get fired up and spring into something special with the quality and convenience of Omaha Steaks. That's another one of the great things. It comes right to your door. Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use code BTS at checkout. Take advantage of this deal. Omaha Steaks is ready to ship your order right away. And, hey, you're going to want to hurry because this 50% off site-wide thing only happening for a limited time. Don't miss your chance to save. Stock up at omahasteaks.com. Code BTS at checkout will get you an additional $30 off when you shop their semi-annual sale today. Minimum order may be required, but that won't be an issue. You're going to want All of it.
Oh, thank you very much, Josh. When we come back, Kristi Lee at the news desk, we got to get our penguin hunk in for you. It's absolutely fascinating. And you're going to find out about the world's largest penguin, bigger than you. That's right. When we return, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Yeah, it is. Thanks so much for tuning in to Bob and Tom 24/7. Hope you had a great weekend. Welcome to Monday. It is March 20th. Oh, we still got the great games ahead of us as the Sweet 16 has been solidified in the NCAA March Madness tournament. Oh, sure, your brackets could be busted, but the Bob and Tom Show has a chance to ease your mind about that. You can just go to bobandtom.com/contest and sign up to win yourself a Yeti cooler and a Bob and Tom Show Papa Shot game. Imagine that. You win the Papa Shot game, the Yeti cooler. You have friends over. You got all sorts of yummy soft drinks or adult beverages there in the Yeti cooler. Keep it nice and cold while you throttle everybody in the Bob and Tom Show Papa Shot game. Do you know what Papa Shot is? Well, you should. And if you don't, I'm not going to explain it to you. Look it up, Hot Shot. Oh, my gosh, it's going to be fun, and you could be the big winner. bobandtom.com/contest, and good luck from all of us at the Bob and Tom Show, and thanks to our friends at orangeinsoles.com for the Yeti cooler, and the folks at Papa Shot, of course, for that great Papa Shot game. It's a one-of-a-kind, and it could be yours. bobandtom.com/contest. Good luck.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Tyson Walker scored 23 points, and number 7 seed Michigan State beat number 2 seed Marquette 69-60 yesterday in Columbus, Ohio, in the second round of the NCAA tournament. Also winning yesterday, number 9 Gonzaga, number 10 UConn. Creighton upset number 11 Baylor, number 13 Xavier, number 15 Kansas State, number 16 Miami, and number 25 FAU all win. NBA winners yesterday, Denver, Oklahoma City, San Antonio, Miami, New Orleans, Milwaukee, the Clippers, and the Lakers win. And in the NHL, Boston, Minnesota, Vegas, the Rangers, St. Louis, New Jersey, and Vancouver get wins in regulation. And at the NASCAR event in Hampton, Georgia over the weekend, Joey Logano gets the win, passing Brad Keselowski on the final lap. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, I'm Morty Gleckman for Casket Carnival.
It's a Casket Carnival. You won't lose your shirt. It's a Casket Carnival. When we shovel on the dirt, we'll make sure you're really safe before we stick you in the grave. We won't stay with you. Casket Carnival.
We've got lots of games and prizes, and since many of our coffins are scratch and dent or gently used models, we pass the savings on to you at Casket Carnival. And don't forget to say hello to our lovable mascot, Embalmo the Clown.
Hey, yeah, there. Thanks for coming to the Casket Carnival. You're really gonna dig our prices there. Don't forget to ask about our layaway plan, huh? Hey, geez, what's wrong with these people? I'm dying up here, huh? At the cremation station, we want to earn your business. You know, sometimes I wish I were dead.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 7 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time. It saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
There are some things you don't want to say to a naked guy. There are things you never say when a man is nude.
I didn't mean to laugh.
There are some things you don't want to say to a naked guy.
Can you help me find it?
There are things you never say to a naked dude.
Does that thing come with an air pump?
I thought you said you had small pox.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
But your feet are so big.
Aw, that's cute.
Hang on, I'll get my tweezers.
Oh, it's like a little light switch.
For a second there, I thought you had a third nipple.
I didn't know they could be innies.
Well, this explains your big car.
You don't want to say to a naked guy.
Wow, your boobs are bigger than mine.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Yes, if I could just have a few minutes of your time, I'd like to speak with you today about the joys of water sports. Perhaps you already own a boat. However, this is a wonderful opportunity for you to upgrade your boat.
Shut up, Randy. Read the script I wrote. Upgrade boats. I want them to buy one.
I've almost got him, Donnie. Okay. The badass wave buster, beast on the water.
And tell Chick he looks thinner and he'll buy it.
You get a free tube if you're not a lard queen or like pork.
I ain't even gave my pager number, man.
Donnie, all right, I'm not going to do this anymore, Donnie.
Get back to work, Randy. You screwed it up anyway.
Hey, fellas, this is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Willie Griswold is here.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
I believe we have a special guest. Don't we?
Any minute now, we're going to hook up with, there he is, comedian Greg Warren has joined us.
Look
The
how
handsome, blue-eyed Greg
Look at
Warren.
him.
He couldn't
Maybe
find
Blue Eyes, he likes to be called.
couldn't find the time to get a hold of us last week. Isn't that correct?
I'm sure he has things to do.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, Chick, there was some travel issues.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, we'll push
No
on.
reason for me to check that, right?
No.
Have a quick letter. Regarding the guy that just wrote you from Ohio about gambling based on Chick McGee's picks. Betting basketball based on what Chick says is like getting your medical advice from Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh,
Thank you, Robert.
Whoa. That isn't nice.
Gwyneth's got a couple good ideas.
She sure
Yeah,
does.
she does.
Try to help
Thank
ladies.
you, Greg.
does.
You're damn right.
Sure.
I follow everything she says, and I feel great.
Oh, you steam you steam your vagina?
Yeah.
The guys love me. They call me Old Steam Vagina.
It rolls right off the tongue.
Now, Greg Warren, I notice, is going to be doing his thing at Dr. Grins in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Excuse me.
Yeah, they have many now.
Why do I keep doing that?
Yeah.
There's more than one.
If there were only one, they wouldn't be all that grand, would they?
You could have one grand one. It's starting this Thursday, right? And are you doing your kids' show, by the way?
No, not in Grand Rapids.
Okay, so sorry. But it's,
Limited markets.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with Greg Warren up in
If I were in Grand Rapids, I'd feel cheated.
Mm-hmm.
No way.
Yeah.
No,
shit. Now, Greg, what is on your mind? What have you been exploring for us?
Oh, God.
Well, don't say that, Chick.
Yeah, please.
This one.
No. Here we go. What is it, Greg?
I think you're going to enjoy this. I did a little bit of research on donuts.
Yeah, you did.
Big fan. Yes, I did. Mentioned in the Bible, by the way, Leviticus, cakes mingled with oil of fine flour, fried. In Leviticus right there.
Jesus wept. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's what came next, I think. I didn't read the rest.
Jesus was a Duncan.
The Dutch had oil cakes, so did the English. But along came ship captain from Maine, Hanson Gregory. And I have a quote from our ship captain here. I don't think we called them donuts then. They was just fried cakes and twisters. Well, sir, they used to fry all right round the edges, but when you had the edges done, the insides was all raw dough.
Oh.
Yeah. They weren't real sticklers for grammar back then with the ship captains. They had a lot more stuff to focus on.
Sure.
But, what he said was, the insides didn't cook as well as the outsides. And he got this idea. He took a pepper box and he cut out the inside of a donut, the inside of the fried cake as it was back then, and that's how we got the hole in the middle, according to a lot of people. Yeah. The other legend is there was a storm, and he was eating his donut when he was steering the ship, and he impaled the fried cake on the ship's steering wheel, which... If that's the case, I don't know. All those reports of scurvy, I don't think it was from a lack of greens. I think it was germs from ship steering wheels.
So wait a second. So the hole in the donut was so that it would cook throughout? Is that what the
yes,
potentially?
Yes. Yeah, the middle would get raw back in the day. So you cut out the middle, and then you have all cooked at the same time.
That makes sense, because things on the outside cook faster.
Sure. Okay, I had no idea.
Yeah, also, Tom, the word donut probably comes from before they cut out the center, they put pecans and walnuts in the middle because those cook a little better than the dough. So
really?
That's how you got the word. Yes.
It's not because of a nut that you would put on a bolt? Because it has a hole in the center?
No, Josh.
No, sorry, Josh.
Okay. I'm going to trust your research on this.
Either that or Wikipedia.
I don't think you do, Josh. I can see you right now. I don't think you do trust my research. Did you?
Well, did you
spend 7 minutes reading about donuts last night?
They don't call those nuts donuts.
No, they don't, because they're not made of dough.
Oh,
but they don't look like nuts. They're round.
Yeah. They've got a hole in the middle.
If they were hexagonal.
Don't act like I'm a lunatic.
I think you are.
I just think you just
thinking that
they're not called bolt nuts.
Because they're nuts. They took that to the donut, right?
Yeah.
Tell them how dumb that is, chick.
That's real dumb, buddy.
How long have you had this theory?
You want to question me?
Dumb.
All right. This is the first time I've ever been questioned on my donut knowledge. Usually, I'm the de facto...
the authoritative voice of all things donuts.
Wait a minute. Didn't you say that Jesus called them donuts? He didn't have any sort of bolts and screws back then.
He did not say they called them donuts. In fact, he read the quote from the Bible had you been listening instead of, I'm going to say Jesus wept after he talks.
Again, nails rather than bolts.
Oh, yeah, if nails, he'd have never gotten down from there.
The Easter season.
Anyways,
countersink that? Oh.
Captain Hanson Gregory was nominated for the Baking Hall of Fame.
Sure he was.
He should have been first class.
Didn't make it.
Unbelievable.
Didn't make it in. Did not get in, Josh.
That's outrageous.
The guy that invented donuts didn't get in the Baking Hall of Fame?
Didn't get it. You think McGuire and Bonds got slighted? This guy didn't make it in.
At all, ever?
Well, he's the Pete Rose of the Baking Hall of Fame.
He might have been,
stop the steal.
Yeah, he might have been betting on donuts.
Stop the steal.
It's something happened.
Yeah.
Maybe it was something like, hey, actually they're fried, not baked. At which point I'm sure the captain was like, well, then why'd you nominate me?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, why even mention me, you punks?
I looked, Willie, I looked at the last guy that got in, Joseph Day, got nominated in 23 because he brought to market the first automatic oven ignition and flame safety guard systems.
Wow.
Oh, come on.
Boy, sounds a lot more pioneering than inventing a donut, doesn't it?
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, but how many people have donuts in their home right now, and how many people have that thing?
That's what you and Greg are agreeing
Kristi,
on. That.
Are you?
I'm agreeing
Okay,
with
you're not
you.
coming down on Joseph Day's side, are you?
No,
I'm on your side.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. We're going to get this fixed eventually.
I want to know what came first, the bolt and the nut or the donut?
Shove it up your ass.
For those of you at home, don't shove
Monday,
any of that
all
over
right.
your ass.
You can,
Christy, can you name the 12 apostles?
Oh, boy.
Peter, Paul, Mark, Luke, John, Reed,
Matthew, Thomas, James, Duncan, of course.
Sure.
Michelangelo,
Judas.
Raphael.
Raphael is not.
Donatello.
Oh, my God.
Those are
that's the Ninja Turtles.
I'm sorry. Back to you, Greg. Once again, we're speaking with comedian Greg Warren on his way to Dr. Grin's Grand Rapids, Michigan this weekend, starting on Thursday evening. And you've been researching donuts. What else do you know?
During World War I, the Salvation Army sent these women to the front, and they were originally going to bake pies and cakes for the troops up there, but they realized it was hard to get ovens to the front line. It was easier to fry donuts up there.
Sure.
And they fried donuts. They put lard in soldiers' helmets and fried donuts.
Wow.
They were called the donut lassies. These women, and they were very brave.
I got to get myself
a lot of danger.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, you
better
should.
than a sirloin lassie. That was much different.
And then
serve those in many fine Korean restaurants.
One of the soldiers had dandruff, and that's how we got sprinkle donuts.
That's true. Did they give the guy his helmet back after they've made the
sit
donut?
right there? I guess so, and I guess it's not all that cleanly, but when there's mortar shells going off around you, you're like, it's probably not the germs that are gonna kill me at this point. 10 people have the surname donut in the United States.
That's hilarious.
Yes.
Oh, I want to
12.
be. If I hadn't come up with McGee, I should have been Chick Donut.
Chick donut.
That would have been fun.
Now, I have is the spelling DONUT, is that considered to be correct?
Yes, it is. They're both acceptable. Of course, the traditional spelling is DOUGHNUT. Shorten it to DONUT. Basically, a lazier way to spell donut. And if you think of people that eat donuts, most of them lazy.
Did you encounter?
How can we make the spelling?
Did you encounter the phrase "dollars to donuts"?
I did not, Tom. Once again, you've.
How about Coles to Newcastle? If you come across
What's
that
donuts to dollars?
Dollars to donuts. I'll bet you dollars to donuts is old guys say it.
Yeah.
Real old guys.
Real old guys when they have a conviction about something. They say, I'll bet you $1 to donuts. That it means they're confident in what they're saying. 12 people have the last name Bear Claw.
That's funny.
That's 498 people.
Not true.
It is true.
Probably of an indigenous.
Are you questioning my research?
There's some guy out there named Elliot Bearclaw. Is that what you're telling me?
You might,
4 of them, I think, are Carl. Actually, there's no Elliots from what I can see.
Carl Bearclaw. That's such an awesome name.
I know it, Carl Bearclaw. But you're named after. That's right.
Reminds me of my grandpa, Kevin Custernfield. Damn it! I had said custard right.
So close.
I'm still burned up about this nut.
498 people have the last name Sprinkles. I would guess 370 of those are clowns, and their first name is Mr.
Right. The rest are drag queens.
And then cupcake decorators.
or they have a special page for men that like to be peed
Sprinkled on?
Man.
I really don't know.
He was
Did
you hear how
That is just not my brand of
Find out your
humor.
research, Greg?
No, he was so delicate until he just said, peed on. He just was sick of his own logic.
There are already 3 pretty grounded tags and examples we had there.
Peed on. Peed on.
You go to OnlyFans, and there she is.
Yeah.
Miss
Misty Sprinkles.
Misty. Oh, I like the first name, Misty. That's much funnier.
Oh, no.
Hi, I'm Misty Sprinkles.
There have to be Bismarcks out there, right? Wouldn't that be?
Sure.
Well,
Bismarcky, my favorite beatboxer.
Isn't Bismarck based on the
God, what
ship?
You got to be careful.
Bismarck's a donut, though, right?
Yeah, but you got to be careful dunking them. You don't want to
sink.
Oh, God. Good God.
That's some nice vaudeville play.
The
You
references,
see what I did there? I made Tom say it.
the references are getting so obscure, even I don't know them.
In the 19th century, whalers were rewarded.
Are those really big fat guys?
No, they are guys that went out and killed whales for the oil.
Jeez.
When they got to 1,000 barrels of whale oil, they were allowed to cook donuts in the whale oil.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, see, you work real hard for, I don't know, 3 weeks, and then you can eat fish pastries. Hey, if we get to 2,000 barrels, can we not have fish pastries?
Yeah, cut to two guys on that ship. They're bloodied and tired, and one looks at the other and just goes, I don't know if this is worth it.
Please.
They're trying to choke down a fish pastry.
Fish pastry. We slaughtered a beautiful animal.
There's got to be a better way.
Captain Bavarian, can't we just go to shore, please?
1920, Adolf Levitt in New York City, he made the first donut machine.
Some Adolfs are good.
I don't think.
You're right.
No. Greg, I think Levitt came up with the bagel, if you'll look.
I see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
Similar in shape, certainly.
I see what you're saying.
That's all right.
His machine was called the Wonderful Almost Human Automatic Donut Machine, which must have been horrible being a receptionist at that company.
Yeah.
It's a great day at Wonderful Almost. Do you want a donut maker or not?
Wonderful almost, what was it?
Wonderful Almost Human Automatic Donut Machine, Kristi. Yeah. There is a there are two National Donut Days. One in June and one in November. I believe one is for type 1 diabetes.
Gregory.
No, there really are two. One is called Donut Day, and the other one is Donut Appreciation Day.
Where you can't eat them, you just have to appreciate that they're there.
Yeah. No, you can't.
Boy, I really appreciate that that's sitting
Oh,
there.
isn't it nice? Look at that little donut.
You can't eat your donut and have it too, Josh.
Kristi, what's your favorite donut?
The one that has the pecan or the little nuts on the top. Was there a name for that?
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
That's called the one that's left over. Yeah.
No,
Well, nobody touched that one.
I think I know what you're talking
it has
about.
maple frosting and then little nuts on the top.
maple cream, is that the one?
No, there's no. I don't think. Maybe I don't know. I don't know.
What do you guys think the most popular donuts are?
It's got to be just a yeast donut, right?
I would think
Glazed.
glazed. Would be my
Glazed,
guess.
yeah.
Chocolate glaze number 2.
Very good.
Are
number
you yeast
3.
or cake?
What's that?
Are you yeast or cake?
I'm a cake donut guy all the way.
Wrong.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
So what's number
Let me
one?
tell you what I am, Kristi, and I will bring you one someday. There's
All
a
right.
place in St. Louis that makes the greatest fritters that I've ever had in my life. Apple fritters, cherry fritters, blueberry fritters.
Yeah.
All kinds.
Set me on about a 6-week bad run.
I
Last time
assure
I did
you
that.
they have great fritters elsewhere other than St. Louis.
What's that place called?
No, hey, chick, I'm going to bring you this. It's called the Donut Stop, I believe. It's down on Telegraph Road.
I know it.
I'm going to bring you guys some.
Picture of Josh in there.
Yeah, I was going to say you walk on the lobby, several pictures, Josh's comedy club.
I know
headshots.
exactly where it is.
Hey, what's the difference? I'm lost here. What's a fritter versus a donut?
You never had an apple fritter, Tom?
That's a pastry?
I've never had an apple fritter either.
Oh, really? It's kind of like, it's similar to a bear claw, but not shaped like a bear claw.
It's very heavy.
Yeah,
and it's really. You know what? I may bring you guys some, and I'm coming through town. I think soon, and I think I may drop off some for you guys.
That'd be lovely, Greg. Thank you.
Okay.
If we're not here, just leave them on the
you can just drop them
on the porch.
Well, I can't. You said I can't come in?
No. You can come in if we're here.
I'll
If
let you
somebody
in, Greg.
answers the door.
I'll let him.
After 10A. Thank you, Greg Warren. Once again, Dr. Grins in Grand Rapids. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Thanks, Greg.
We love donuts.
Bye, guys.
Love you,
Bye,
Greg.
love you.
Have a crush on you.
Okay.
You want to kiss him?
Coming up, we have our penguin hunk. Right now, I want to remind you that I think those are your taste buds on the phone telling you that they're tired of the stuff that you're eating and it's time to freshen up your life and freshen up your food lifestyle. That's where HelloFresh comes in. They've got some great new stuff out there and a great new offer. What HelloFresh is they do the shopping for you. Check. They do the measuring check. You put it together. And we're talking about more than 40 recipes every week, including their new delicious dietitian win recipes, each under 700 calories and made with less sodium. Power up with protein smart options like one-pot pork and black bean chili or creamy Dijon dill chicken, each with 30 grams or more of protein. Get the details at HelloFresh.com/BTShow60. Willie, what you got over there?
Check out the chicken stir-fry tacos with tangy slaw, green peppers, sriracha mayo, and crispy onions. HelloFresh sends you 10 ingredients. Put those together in 4 steps using only one pan. In under a half hour, you'll have this delicious, colorful taco dish that you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
With the cost of groceries going up, it's the perfect time to get involved with HelloFresh.
Get involved!
HelloFresh, cheaper than groceries and 25% cheaper than takeout. Pre-portioned ingredients, fresh ingredients, and they've done the prep for you. You put them together and have some great food. Details at HelloFresh.com/BTShow60. 60% off plus free shipping if you use the code BTShow60. That's BTShow60, HelloFresh.com/BTShow60. Coming up, we've got penguins in the news and more. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check out this bad boy. See, I've got some Velcro here that I can put it right on my tap-out cap. Keep it right here on the side. Nobody would ever notice. They'll just think it's like a pacemaker or inhaler. Plus, I've got full coverage connected right here to my pager. So between these two things, I'm basically like a Navy SEAL or a coal miner. Except now my head's above water. Check this out. Hey, Chloe, I'm Donnie Baker with the Bob and Tom Show. I'm one of the sound guys. I need to put one of these lavender microphones on you just to make sure we can. You should run this anywhere you want to. I'm a big fan of 24. Hey, is Martin Sheen's son really full-blooded Cherokee, or is that just a rumor or bourbon legend? Is that here? Maybe we should go this end first. Yeah, it's a lavender microphone. It's just
what the hell are you doing?
I'm putting a lavender.
You've got a restraining order. You're not even supposed to be.
That's a different permit. That's a different. I'll be right back in a second. That's a different.
He doesn't work here.
I was that close.
Get.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom all the time in your ear.
In your ear. How you doing? I'm Mark Allison. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. So much going on here at the Bob and Tom Show. We've got Greg Warren, Reno, Collier with his country fried take right around the corner. And if you need some extra Bob and Tom Show content, check out our podcast. We have them available for you. They're free. The Bob and Tom Show Extra podcast drops around 3 p.m. Eastern Time every single weekday. You can check it out. Also, That Josh Arnold podcast, where Josh discusses topics of interest. You could learn something. And the Bits and Pieces podcast, Willie Griswold, Jason Hofsetz, the two girls, Jessica Alsman and Jess Hooker, they team up to talk about the Bob and Tom Show in the archives and the best bits and pieces from the show. It's a lot of fun for longtime listeners. I highly recommend it. They're all free, all available for you at bobandtom.com/podcast. As we roll on, Reno Collier and his country fried take coming up on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Kristi Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Chris Rock, David Spade, Drew Barrymore, and Rob Schneider were among the celebrities last night that had a chance to honor Adam Sandler or make a joke at his expense. The Kennedy Center gave Sandler its Mark Twain Prize for American Humor. Conan O'Brien, Jennifer Aniston, Dana Carvey, and Tim Meadows also were among the celebrities paying tribute to Sandler CNN will air that event on Sunday. The Wire star Lance Reddick died suddenly Friday morning at the age of 60 of natural causes. Reddick also appeared in the John Wick movies, and for you fans of Bosch like myself, also starred in that particular show. And Shazam! Fury of the Gods, leader at the box office this weekend. The Shazam sequel pushes last week's #1 Scream 6 down to second, Creed 3 third, 65 at #4, and Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumanium is fifth. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Kristi Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hello, Donnie.
Well, St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow. Everybody at work here is planning on dipping out early so they can catch a parade.
Oh, okay.
You know, I hate parades. I'm convinced parades were invented by Dixie convertible cars.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Tell us about Hawaii. I get very confused over there. I'm always trying to read signs, because all they have are vowels. You read signs, and some signs, they have an arrow that says E-I-E-I-O. Yeah, come on, where's that going to go? Obviously, to a pineapple farm. Yeah, what is that? And I'm always trying to, I'm trying to impress. I was with this girl, and I'm trying to impress her about how much I know about Hawaii. This is my second time there, and I'm like, I go, oh, now look here. This is the ni I pu'u lo o-o-ke a-uti. And she said, that's lookout, you idiot. I'm like, well, I guess I'm a little used to read these signs around here. I see. Fascinating. They have two airports on the island of Maui, and one is called like Hili Wili Puli, and then they call the other one Willy Willy Pali, and then I go to the wrong one, and I'm the idiot. It's supposed to be Hili Wili Puli, not Willy Willy Pali. They're going to be an hour and a half apart. They shouldn't sound exactly the same. Not Hili Wili Puli, Willy Willy Pali. I have a theory, and I think everything in Hawaii was named by Mel Tillis in a hurry. Is what happened. They just brought Mel over. Mel, what'd you call that? Okay, come on over here. Pie. Mel, what would you call that big beautiful bird? Well, yeah, that's good. That's the I
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
I got thrown out of J.C. Penney the other day.
Really?
Yeah, fondling up the mannequins. You believe that? And that ain't my fault. Have you seen the mannequins in there? Uh-huh. And they taunt you, too. They got the little short skirt on, arm up, kind of waving you over. You know what I mean? Shoot. I tell you what, if you ask me, the little whore was asking for it.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24.
Else on that coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee. News.
Hey.
Pat Godwin. Music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Josh Arnold. Wrong.
Oh.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee.
Headbanging music.
And here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Chickster. Some cool stuff you can win. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Orange Insoles has that beautiful Yeti cooler. It's right behind Chick McGee. You put ice in that thing today, it'll still be in there by the end of the week. That's how good those are. Also, this is really cool. From Papa Shot, you can get your own home dual shot Papa Shot game. You could win one. That's a super cool prize. And get the details at bobandtom.com/contest. We switch gears and head over that way where Kristi Lee is sitting. What's going on? 3
elderly king penguins have been fitted with custom-made eye lenses during surgery to remove cataracts.
Wow.
According to a Singapore zoo. Vets with the Mandai Wildlife Group said the birds were among 6 elderly penguins to undergo cataract surgery 2 months ago and have since made a full recovery. They include 3 king penguins, age 20 and older, and 3 Humboldt penguins, ages 7 to 13.
How many?
All live in Singapore's Jurong Bird Park.
It's really good. They can drive at night now.
Yeah, they're excited.
How many penguins did they try before they got this right?
Oh.
Chick, why?
You're saying there's some penguins out there bumping into walls?
Or they drilled too deep, go right through the back of their head.
My goodness.
They've got it down. They got it
Really?
down. Yes.
And they just knew that right away, first try. Whoop.
I asked...
Perfect. No more cataracts.
Well, when I first read about something that you had done, Chick.
Yes.
The LASIK surgery.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when I was reading about this, and I asked my friend Earl about it, who's a doctor, about how they... Because I read that they perfected it on dogs.
Wow.
And I thought, how do they know? Do they bark once? Yeah. No, they have machines that can look at the back of the eye and see the curvature, so they don't even have to test you.
And and when you go in to have your eyes examined, when the computer goes zzz, and you can see perfectly real quick, that's the computer setting your prescription.
It's
and then
amazing.
they check it. They keep asking you questions to make sure the computer got it right.
Those are different techniques from removing a cataract.
And though, that eye correction was an accident. A glass factory blew up or something.
Yeah.
All these people got
some
glass
guy,
in their
some
eyes.
guy,
Crazy.
Some guy. He had. I think it was he was on a lathe or something,
Something
and
like that.
something flew into his eye. When they took the bandages off, he could see perfectly with that eye.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
The
That
trick.
is
The
crazy.
trick is they can't go straight in, or they blind you. They have to lift up that flap.
Yeah, there's a flap.
But they've got that down. But yeah, I think it's cool that they did it on penguins.
Yeah.
It is cool.
Yeah, because, we need penguins for... okay, we really don't need penguins.
Oh, they're
but,
Yes, we do.
Somehow help the
Part
ecosystem
of
in some
thank
way.
you.
For what?
To feed the sharks.
I say more hippos, less penguins. How about that?
Pretty interesting agenda there.
First of all, you mean fewer, but the point is you're wrong.
No, I think everyone's wrong here because now there's never a possibility that penguins are going to be wearing little glasses and little like rec specs like Kareem in the 70s.
From what I understand, penguins wear monocles.
See how cute that would be?
That would be cool.
These scientists are doing all of us a disservice. We could see the cutest thing ever. They're already so fancy. It's the little monocle on there.
Didn't penguins used to be a logo for cool cigarettes?
Did they?
I think they were a logo for movie theaters.
No, I think it was for cool cigarettes.
Huh.
They had a big thing saying, movie theaters, because those are the only places that were air conditioned.
Oh, really? So they were off in the chill.
It's cool inside.
Actually, I like the idea of penguins having to use those opera binoculars and a stick every now and again just to see distances.
Matt, the wife is Matt, and he's got to do it for her. He's got to bring it over with his
And it's appropriate because they're always wearing the tuxedos.
Sure.
Yes.
Dress for the opera.
But that's only our first of two cool penguin stories.
Scientists have discovered fossilized bones belonging to the largest penguin that ever lived.
Penguins don't have bones.
Alan Tennyson found the fossils within 57-million-year-old beach boulders in North Otago on New England's South Island.
Hey, look at those beach boulders, huh?
New Zealand, South Island. Researchers use laser scanners to create digital models of the bones and compare them to other fossil species. They determined that the ancient penguins likely weighed about 340 pounds.
My goal weight.
Whereas a modern emperor penguin typically weighs between 49 and 100 pounds.
We have a picture of those penguins that Kristi's talking about. You can see it for cool cigarettes.
Oh.
Not only is it a penguin holding a giant package of cools, but he's also evidently a mailman.
It's so funny. Clearly directed at children.
That's interesting.
Those monsters.
Wow.
Doing cigarette ads in the 40s must have been so
Kids, be cool like a penguin and smoke them up.
There's another unfortunate aspect of that I will not bring up.
Who knows what he thinks?
He's got a little
Let's
hat.
just ignore it.
Please don't.
What do you think?
Don't even. Let's not. Whatever it is.
Don't let him
Let's
go
not.
there.
I can't.
Whatever it is.
Let's go back to the big,
Can't wait.
largest fossilized penguin. They think that it weighed more than Shaquille O'Neal at the peak of his dominance. So think about that. That's a big penguin.
How tall?
It doesn't say a height, just says a weight.
Oh,
Just over 3 feet tall.
not your fault, Kristi.
Well, do any of these penguins have 4 NBA championships? Because Shaquille O'Neal put the work in. I didn't see any of these losers out there.
I know some
57
penguins with a
million
Stanley
years
Cup or two.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Did Crosby ever win? Yeah.
Sid the Kid.
The fossils are estimated at being almost 60 million years old.
Well, that's like, I think they're 60 million years old. Yeah, that's what
the
they
ticket.
are.
Yeah.
60 million
When I was
years
dating
old.
Morgan
Fairchild. That's right. Boy, oh boy.
You guys did that in harmony. That was
They
awesome.
got a really good racket going with these bones they find. And
Would you eat penguin? Fried penguin?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Probably the best of land and sea in one bite.
I doubt it.
Penguin thigh, best of the
Never
bird.
know.
I bet a little bit of like Old Bay seasoning, and
I
then
bet
you have
they're
some
oily.
it's like a remoulade,
Like a good
probably.
duck.
Real fat, fatty.
So we've established two things.
You know what? I don't
Ancient
like dog.
ancient penguins were huge.
Yes.
And that in the contemporary world that we live in,
Yes.
there are brilliant physicians that can fix the eyesight of penguins. How about
Yes.
What you keep saying.
Well, I think it's important. So people can go see penguins, and maybe it'll help them study the Earth and what's going on. And do you know the first penguin? Do you know the first penguin to have eyesight?
You know, because of the penguin technology, we can explore
When there are no
the
penguins
world.
left because the ice caps have melted.
That's right. Because of
you
the
up.
But we interrupted. You were saying.
No, I'm not setting up for anything.
No. Because the
Yes.
penguins, it advances our scientific technology.
Chick, you'll know this.
Huh?
Or Ace probably will. The first penguin to get eye surgery?
I don't know.
Burgess Meredith.
There you go. All right.
He smoked cools till he cooled. That's the last thing he did.
I mean, Chick, we do need penguins.
For what?
What'll we do without them?
The lowest form of comedy. the pun.
Now, do you call it, Josh, if you're on the toilet,
yes,
and there's no paper,
yeah,
but your pants are down at your ankles and you have to go to the cupboard to get more paper, that's known as the penguin walk, right?
Oh, you keep your pants down like that, and you
the penguin waddle. Is that what you call it? No.
Well, it can certainly be called that. Yeah,
I'm sure you do that often.
You think so?
Yeah, because, you're lazy.
Yeah, sure.
And you never refill your
And you
toilet
would never
paper.
put toilet paper near the toilet, so
And
you
you're
wouldn't have to
you're
get up.
constantly on the toilet because you eat so much.
Oh, of course.
He's still
It's an
laughing.
endless cycle.
Oh, my God.
Real life right there.
Look at
Yeah.
him, sir.
My toilet paper is it's really just fruit roll-ups. So oftentimes as I sit on the bowl, I just eat it all.
But most of the time I take a sandwich in there with me.
Oh yeah, you gotta have a dumping hoagie.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
I'll have a dumping hoagie.
It would be funny to just leave a bottle of ketchup on top of your toilet.
Just to
When
see if
guests
anybody
come over,
says
see if
anything.
anybody says anything.
I wonder what the hell he does with that.
That's hilarious.
I've said this many times. Tom and I were changed forever. We saw a guy sitting on the toilet eating a sandwich.
That is really something.
That is terrible.
Slow down, buddy. When we come back, we have more exciting things, including comedian Reno Collier. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Now, are you an iPhone guy?
I wasn't, and then I fell victim to the iPhone conspiracy, which is I've decided. My wife was an iPhone user. She's a Mac. She's the Mac one. We're not compatible in almost every way. And
So your wife's a Mac person. You're a PC guy.
Yes, yeah.
Because you're an engineer. Isn't that typical? Most engineers are PC
Engineers like
people.
to get in and mess with things, and it's really hard to mess with things in a.
And all the engineers here in this building are PC people.
Yeah, because you can get into the.
Another reason I don't socialize with.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, they don't socialize, period. So don't
That's
take it
true.
personally.
I'm sorry. There you go.
But for years, I've been trying to get her to PC, and she won't. So she's had the iPhone forever, and I decided now I'm finally an iPhone user. I had a BlackBerry forever, but I'm now an iPhone. The iPhone people, it's a religion based. They are the Jehovah's Witnesses of the 21st century.
Oh, it's a cult.
They come up to if you have a BlackBerry. This is what happens to you. Is that a BlackBerry you have there? Has anyone talked to you about the iPhone? Yeah. Have you accepted Stephen Jobs as your Lord and Savior?
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
Oh, you still got a little bit of time to get your tickets, but don't forget the Friends of the Bob and Tom Show Comedy Tour is coming to Saginaw, Michigan. The Dow Event Center, one night only, Friday, March 31st. Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, and Kostaki Economopoulos. That's going to be a great show. Don't forget this Thursday night, Donnie Baker on the road at the Eagles Theater in Wabash, Indiana. That's Thursday, March 23rd, one night only. And Greg Warren heading to Dr. Gren's in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Thursday, March 23rd, this Thursday through Saturday, March 25th. Get your tickets at gregwarrencomedy.com or contact Dr. Gren's in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Lots of great comedy for you to see live on the road, and we're glad you stopped by for a little ha-ha laughs this morning right here. We hope to keep those up on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed on this Monday morning. Shares of Credit Suisse down 63% in early trading on the Swiss Stock Exchange after the announcement that banking giant UBS would be buying its troubled rival for almost $3.25 billion. The deal orchestrated by regulators to stave off further market-shaking turmoil in the global banking system. Meanwhile, UBS shares down 14% in early trading. Swiss authorities urging UBS to take over its smaller rival after a plan for Credit Suisse to borrow up to 50 billion francs or $54 billion failed to reassure investors and the bank's customers. Shares of Credit Suisse and other banks plunged after the failure of two banks in the United States. A host of comedic and entertainment royalty gathered Sunday night at Washington's Kennedy Center as Adam Sandler received the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor. For his part, Sandler placed his hand on the award, a bronze bust of Mark Twain, and speculated that it might one day be the weapon used to bludgeon me in my sleep. Sandler thanked his parents and siblings for what he called that weird irrational confidence thing that I guess I still have. At 56 years old, he first came to national attention on TV's Saturday Night Live. One of Sandler's SNL colleagues, Dana Carvey, remarked before the ceremony, "Who has lasted this long and stayed this beloved?" Adam Sandler. Congratulations. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Kristi, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's Dan Greeter. Dan,
good morning.
Dan, how are you?
Good.
Dan, first off,
nice. Yes.
You're from Cleveland, but you went to school
at Ohio State.
How'd that go?
I loved it there. I'm a big football fan. I love college football. You know, we should have a college football team. I was in Boston a couple months ago. And I was turning around, I went down to Cambridge. You know, I was walking the Harvard campus there, you know, pretending. And and it dawned on me, Harvard, they didn't put anybody good in football, do they, Harvard, huh? Ivy League, bunch of wimps. That Big Ten, you know, Pac-10, it's big business. You got the football program. Every, you know, people may take a class or two.
Right.
You know, as a Harvard, you get the school football game might break out on the weekend. I think if Harvard ever played like Ohio State in football, the play-by-play would be something like, and Harvard's quarterback has dropped behind the line again for a loss of 40. Harvard's man there, of course, is Chad Elmhurst. Chad is an academic All-American at Harvard, majored in physics with a minor in mathematics. And Bob, they tell me he's actually graduating a year early. And he's not going anywhere right now because he was flattened by Big Moose McCauley. Moose is a sixth-year redshirt freshman, majoring in scuba diving. And Bob, there's a nice shot in the stands of his wife and 5 kids. Yeah. He drives a Lexus.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know. Hi, man, this is Donnie Biker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Got his A hat on today. That
Bring in his A game.
That A stands for
Hilarious.
Hilarious.
It starts with an H.
There's Willie Griswold.
Details.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Well, I think with an introduction like that,
Yeah, how can you not?
we have to go back that direction. Ladies and gentlemen,
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Chick.
Yeah.
My career is officially in ruins.
Is that right?
I got a job as an archaeologist.
That was Ace Cosby's joke
So his
of the
career
day.
is literally in ruins.
Right, literally.
I liked it. Let me tell you a little something about that joke. It was well done.
Is that right?
And so can your steaks be if you choose. Spring into something delicious with the Omaha Steaks semi-annual sale. Save up to 50% off site-wide. Plus, when you use code BTS at checkout, you'll get an additional $30 off that order. Minimum order may be required.
thank you very much. Now, it's time now, by special request, to hear a bonus edition of the Ace Cosby pizza song.
You requested
Bonus.
As you know, Pat Godwin was writing a song in honor of Ace every day in the month of March, because Ace is eating nothing but pizza for this entire month. What was your breakfast pizza today, Ace?
I did not have breakfast.
You haven't had breakfast yet?
I'm going to have a heavy lunch, so.
2 pizzas.
Heavy lunch. Okay.
Deep dish. It's a deep dish day.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
maybe.
Does sound. That's
But
deep
Pat has written yet another tribute. We have Dean on the guitar on this one.
Are you
Pat?
ready, Dean?
Right. If you don't stop playing that note, I'm going to kill you.
I'll just set the stapler here on the key.
Son of a...
Chick, shut up. I want my... I want my pizza free. Now look at that, Ace. That's the way you do it. Nag Tom and your pizza's free. And it's working. Tom gets out his checkbook. Pizza for nothing, says Chick McGee. All Ace's pizzas free for a month. Let me tell you, that guy ain't dumb. Maybe Ace will burn the roof of his mouth. Man, he's got Tom under his thumb. He cooks pizza in the microwave ovens. Orders Tom on the delivery. He needs to restock his refrigerator and watch Alf on a better TV. Big ending. I want my pizza free. Tom can't get True TV. That's a callback to 6:30.
That little DJ likes to eat his pizza pies now. That little DJ.
He's a millionaire.
What do they do about that song now? Did they do a new edit or something?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't.
Let's not speculate.
I'm just curious. I obviously think times have changed.
We just let Dean do a nice guitar solo for a while.
That was very nice. Thank you, Dean.
Nice.
Sultans of Swing.
So he's really nailing it there.
Very nice.
Is that a burnt tobacco Les Paul there with double humbuckers, do you know?
I think what you're trying to say is a faded sunburst. It's a cherry sunburst.
Nice.
There's a couple of humbuckers right there. Just that's what he used on the original.
Yeah.
What happened was he was
All
trying
right. Thank you, Dean.
I thought he was a Fender guy.
Very informative.
That's nice. Turn the mics off.
Very, very nice.
Okay. We have Kristi Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. Have we missed anything?
Recent research shows that Mount Everest climbers leave behind an unusual legacy on the mountain.
Poop.
Nope. Want to guess again?
Dead body.
Frozen poop?
Want to guess again?
Pee.
Their sneezes and coughs. Scientists at the University of Colorado, Boulder,
Go Buffs.
analyzed soul samples
Did you go there
taken
for like
near
a week?
Everest.
No, I was there for 4 years. I just didn't get a degree.
Was it 4 or was it 6?
No, it was 4, and then
Okay.
it was 2.5 more in Chicago.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry, Kristi.
Using next generation gene sequencing technology, They discovered microbial DNA for some organisms that people expel when they sneeze or cough, revealing that the microbes can withstand harsh conditions at high elevations.
No kidding.
Yep. Josh, the microbes can also lie dormant in the soil for decades or even centuries.
Oh, my goodness.
Man.
So there's a chance they could find a Yeti sneeze up there.
Yes.
Oh, I never thought about
that.
Yeah.
I bet they
finally prove.
Don't.
Josh, do you remember the first time you were at a salad bar or a buffet and you heard the word sneeze shield? I remember when I first heard that, I thought, wait a minute. If they had to install a sneeze shield, that means that it happened.
Yeah, there used to not be one, and it was a problem.
Oh, wow. So that's pretty amazing. Frozen sneezes.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
All right.
And yes, Pat, I would occasionally go to a salad bar. They have cheese and ranch. And stale croutons.
Bacon bits. Yeah, man, it rules up there.
Essentially make an omelet.
Oh, yeah, hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah.
Authorities in Boston have arrested a man for allegedly threatening public transit commuters with his pet rat named Jerry.
This is Jerry.
Yeah, this guy's a notorious jerk.
The rat or the guy?
No, this guy's been doing this for a long time.
CBS News reports transit police arrested 57-year-old Jeffrey Stewart for being disorderly and refusing repeated requests from officers to leave an MBTA station.
Sir, please don't do this.
Stewart apparently yelling at patrons and putting a rat near their face.
Yeah, what are you going to do about this?
It's a rat.
A judge expressed concerns about Stewart's mental capacity, or competency rather, and ordered a mental evaluation. Jerry has since been turned over to animal control. Police said Stewart is, quote, well known for causing problems with said rat.
Stewart, knock it off.
So he's the rat guy.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, great. Well, I was going to take the train, but I was afraid rat guy would hold a rat in front of my face.
Hey, get pretty close to you.
You want to kiss it?
Look at his whiskers.
Rats are dirty. Look, rats are maybe a poop. Come here, rat.
This is Jerry the rat.
Yeah.
Is your name Tom? Get it? Oh, God, it's awful.
Dear Tom, this
it was close.
Yeah, it was close.
This letter's from Gary. Tom. Gary! Tom, button your damn collar. You're driving the OCD watchers crazy. Jeez.
Yeah, you got the kind of extended disco lapel going on there.
Sorry.
Down an extra.
There's a heating problem in the building. So
that explains the
so I'm going from wearing two shirts to one. And
that's right.
Christy, back me up on this.
Yeah, it's a mess around
It's
here.
either boiling or freezing.
But you can still, hit the buttons on your collar there. That's
corresponding wardrobe.
That J. Crew Ivy.
You don't have to do that. It's fine.
Have to do that. Don't listen to them.
Yeah, they look fine.
I'll button them when I'm
damn good and ready.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
What's coming up, Christy?
My breakfast.
Coming up, we still have our pet nutria in the news. We have a reign of worms in China.
That sounds like RAIN?
Yes.
That sounds awful.
So help me, honey, if I'm not telling the truth, may worms rain from the sky.
What the hell is that?
I know my camera's
Pat's camera was just upside down.
Your so-called Eddie helper, whatever, doing fine work in there while Oscar's ill.
Hey, are you guys going to be like me? Are you going to go home and wrap up in your favorite blanket and assume the fetal position and make sure everything's locked down?
Yes.
Lock it up.
I'll be Big Spoon if you let me come over.
If you're a regular Bob and Tom Show listener, you know where my head is about now, 3 hours into the show. That's why I recommend, and we all recommend, Simply Safe Home Security. U.S. News recently named Simply Safe the best home security system of 2023, and CNET awarded them their Editor's Choice pick. Designed with cutting-edge security technology and powered by 24/7 professional monitoring, Simply Safe professional monitoring agents use fast protect technology to capture critical evidence and verify the threat is real, so you get priority police dispatch. 24/7 professional monitoring service costs under $1 a day, less than half the price of traditional home security systems, and you can lock and unlock your doors, access your cameras, and arm and disarm your system from anywhere. Customize the perfect system for your home in just a few minutes at simplysafetom.com. Go today and claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off your order with interactive monitoring just because you know us. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Also coming up, comedian Reno Collier when we come back.
Yeah.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
And we also invite you to stop by and visit our website. You're listening to the Bob and Tom Show on Bob and Tom 24/7. Take a little time later today to stop by bobandtom.com. Yes, that's our website. I know it's original, but it is a lot of fun. The Bob and Tom Show puppets lurk around there, too. There's also videos and highlights you can see, plus information about all of the cast members and where they're going to be appearing. It's a lot of fun, and it's a little wormhole you may not be able to get out of, bobandtom.com. And don't forget, you can always email us. We love to hear from our listeners, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. Again, pretty easy to remember, and again, we love to hear from you. So if you've got a request of a bit or some sort of comedian you haven't heard in a while, maybe you want to share it with friends or coworkers, let us know. Just send us a request, and it's just that easy. Who knows? Tom could be playing your request later this morning, or perhaps tomorrow or Wednesday. He might get around to it in a week or so, but don't worry. Once it's in front of him, it's there. It gets into his mind, and eventually it comes out on the radio. It's called an instant request, kind of. But you can always reach us, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com, as we roll on this Monday with you right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Kristi Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. Global stock markets are lower after Swiss authorities arranged the takeover of troubled Credit Suisse amid fears of a global banking crisis ahead of a Federal Reserve meeting to decide on more possible interest rate hikes. Oil prices fell more than $2 per barrel. Swiss authorities announced UBS would acquire its smaller rival as regulators try to ease fears about banks following the collapse of two U.S. lenders. The U.S. State Department has issued a travel warning about dangerous counterfeit pills being sold at pharmacies in Mexico that often contain fentanyl. The travel alert posted Friday said you should exercise caution when purchasing medications in Mexico. Small pharmacies in tourist areas and border regions sometimes sell medications advertised as Oxycontin, Percocet, Xanax, and others without a prescription. The State Department warned that those pills are often counterfeit and may contain deadly doses of fentanyl. And mysterious streaks of light were seen in the sky in the Sacramento area Friday night, shocking St. Patrick's Day revelers, who then posted videos on social media of the surprising sight. Jonathan McDowell says he can solve that mystery. He's an astronomer at the Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics. McDowell said Saturday he's 99.9% confident the streaks of light were from burning space debris. And that's your news. I'm Kristi Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I got a couple thoughts on this.
Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Josh, you were talking about your old days, and used to be you go to the grocery store, and for $20 you can walk out there with groceries for a month. Can't do it now. Too many cameras.
He's right. Far too many cameras.
Wow, that was right on point, too.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Has this ever happened to you?
Scalpel, clamp, knife.
Ow! Hey! What the? Ah!
Waking up during an operation can be both traumatic and painful. Did you know that you have a choice when it comes to choosing an anesthesia? Introducing Ed Pedural's Anesthesia City! Anesthesia City!
Hey, Eddie Pedural here. When you need to get gooned on the goofy juice, it really helps to shop around. And there's no better time than now, as we're getting giddy at Anesthesia City. It's our once-a-year Malaise Days.
Malaise Days!
Bring in your Zoo Book coupon, and we'll knock off an additional 50% on scratch and dent ethers, pentathols, and nitrous.
Anesthesia City!
And oh yeah, free balloons for the kids. Hey, if they're real young, make sure they don't suck on any of that balloon air, if you know what I'm saying.
Anesthesia City! Open every day, 10 until 10.
Pacers.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold.
Hello there.
Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. We're going to hook up with comedian Reno Collier. And there's Reno in his living room.
Good morning, my friend.
Behind him, over his right shoulder, is that lamp.
That's gorgeous.
You love that lamp.
And then, are those are some fancy glasses?
I love that old school booze.
Oh, decanter?
Yeah, decanter.
Is there anything in that?
No, there used to be.
Yeah.
I broke a couple of them, to be honest with you. That was a gift I got from my wife.
Those are cool.
Yeah, they're kind of, a little small, but pretty good.
You got that for her, or she got that for you?
I got those for her. Dude, if she bought that for me, that would mean she didn't know me at all.
I was going to say, yeah.
It's the thoughtlessness that counts, I guess.
That's right.
You used to have a drinking problem. Here's something to hold your booze.
Yeah. Dude, I remember one Christmas, my dad got me a wine stopper, and he's like, look, if you put this in the top, that'll make the wine last for like 3 days. And my wife started laughing. She's like, he hasn't opened a bottle he hasn't finished since he was 14 years old.
Leftover wine, what is that?
Yeah, what is that? It'll go bad after a day. Well, that's why I don't let it go that long.
Reminds me of the time Tom had to explain a chip clip to me.
Same difference. I love you, John.
So, Reno, you've been watching basketball. You've been working. What have you been up to?
I've been doing both, man. I just got back from Vegas doing a corporate show and watching a lot of basketball. I'm a West Virginia fan, so first freaking game gone. But it's fun. I just love watching these 16s sneak in, and a couple of them got knocked off yesterday, but it's fun, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Did you watch in the TV mecca that is a Vegas sports book where they have like every game on and horse racing on and Chinese basketball on?
I did, dude. I did. I went down to the casino the first day of it, at 9 o'clock in the morning. Everyone's just drilling beers, and it's everywhere. God.
It's always fun to watch them in the casinos because there'll be some meaningless play and some guy starts screaming because based on the spread, this irrational exuberance based on a little bit of a wager.
There was one. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kristi.
No, I just think the great part about March Madness is the fact that it brings so many people together. It's like the one thing everyone's talking about.
It's also great for these colleges that nobody's ever heard of.
Sure.
And suddenly you learn, isn't that how Gonzaga got put on the map?
Absolutely.
There's so many colleges and universities that are great that have a kind of a local or regional following, and all of a sudden you hear about them nationally, which is very, very cool. Plus, the upsets are always great.
Then there's the heartbreaking part of it, yes.
Yeah. That Fairleigh Dickinson or whatever, their gym at their school looks like it's a high school gym.
Yeah, our high school
It was
gym
like
is
watching the
bigger
movie
than
Hoosiers. Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, that was very, very cool. Unfortunately,
it was very, very sad.
they did not.
Yeah, it was last. Yeah.
Okay, but Princeton, which was a spoiler, they're still in it.
Oh, those poor kids from Princeton.
I know.
Good to see them finally get a break, you know?
Yeah.
Are they on scholarship?
Way to stay on brand, Reno.
Always thinking, Jack.
Yeah.
All right, now, Reno Collier is a distinguished stand-up comedian. And you on the road much in the near future? What's going on with your life?
I am, yeah. This week's corporate, next March 30th through April 1st, I'm in Fort Myers. And then April 7th, I'm in Owasso, Michigan at the Lebowski Center for the Performing Arts.
Oh, cool.
April 7th.
Well, that'll be
great. You love Michigan, buddy. That's for you.
I love Fort Myers. Maybe I'll come visit you.
Come on down.
The only thing about Fort Myers, it's not in Michigan. I can tell you
it's
that.
not.
No, it's less. Tom is crazy in love with Michigan, Reno.
It's weird.
Every day we mention Michigan or read it 5 or 6
I've
letters.
Got some business venture. I'm going to start bottling Flint water. This should go great.
Good luck with that.
I sell bullets in Detroit.
Boy, you're doing quite well.
Wow.
Way to stay on
How do you think I
brand,
afforded those
Reno.
glasses, John?
Is in Owasso, Michigan, is the Lebowski Center named after the movie or?
I don't know. Normally when I do a show, I don't do the history of the building.
I thought that was your first 20 minutes.
Well done.
Yeah.
And I did see.
It's not that big.
I did see that they're re-releasing The Big Lebowski into movie theaters.
Oh, yeah?
Because it's, what is it, 20 or 25?
Got to be 25.
25th anniversary. So if you've never seen it and want to see it in a theater, that'll be cool. But I'll find out the information about that. In the meantime, we turn the microphone over to Reno Collier with his special segment called The Country Fried Take. Reno, what's happening?
Yes, sir. Thank you. So, as we know, social media started out as a project for extremely bright college students that wanted to basically turn the movie Revenge of the Nerds into a reality. Now, here's the problem with brilliant people. Their whole life, they've been forced into doing things they don't like. Cello lessons at 2, chess tournaments in kindergarten, fencing classes, I don't know, telescope camp. Not to mention everyone trying to copy off their paper every day at school, bugging them. Do you have a pencil? Can I have a piece of paper? Do you have a pencil? Do you have a pencil? What's number 4? What's number 4? And all that internal chaos starts slowly leaking into their appearance. You remember the super smart kid. Their head starts to tilt, making their glasses look crooked. Their eye starts to twitch a little bit. They just want the school day to end so they can go home and actually learn something. Not to mention getting picked on by a bunch of older kids whose classroom is a trailer with balloons on it, and they get cookies if they'll stop catching the trash cans on fire. And spending every day like that would certainly cause some anger issues. And that's where the revenge comes in. They finally get to Harvard. They become friends with Justin Timberlake or whatever. They figure out how to start a social media company to wreck the lives of every hot girl on campus that won't date them. You see it happen all the time. And look, yes, I feel comfortable making fun of brilliant people on here. I'm pretty sure no surgeon just yelled out, "Hey, nurse, keep that cranium open. I'll finish the surgery after Reno's Country Fried Take." I'm just trying to say that we all have gifts and shortcomings. You know, there's a lot of people like me that are just outrageously hot, but really stupid. You know? I mean, seriously, be honest. When's the last time you saw someone that is off the charts hot and you thought, I'm going to ask them to help me fix my laptop? But if you see someone that looks way smarter than you, you'll ask them. So it's tough for the brilliant to show empathy to people that never cared to actually get to know them. So when people come to them and say social media is a huge problem for our children, they respond with, it's an open forum, but we also abide by rules that we created and made unbelievably confusing so we could push our own beliefs on the public at will, all at the same time. No matter how you argue your care for the children, you would have to give up your accounts, and we all know that will never happen. So if you have any other questions, I'll be in outer space. And the crazy thing is the heads of social media companies won't let their own children use their own social media platforms. Do we listen to them? Hell no. If some guy owned a hot dog company and came out publicly saying, I'd never let my kids eat. You know what they do to your insides? You should see what I put in them. Anyway, it's safe for your kids. We would never eat those hot dogs again. But we damn sure eat up the social media again. We need to stop being so damn weak and take back control of our lives. And if you have any comments on this, leave it at Reno Collier Comedy on Facebook or at I am Reno Collier on Twitter. I'm Reno Collier, and that's my country fried take for this morning.
Thank you, Reno.
Work, man.
No, very good. Very good. And you are hot, Reno, let's face it.
You know, as long as my wife still wants to knock off a piece, I'm in there. You know?
Oh, that's nice.
Sweet.
Knock off a piece.
Wow.
Have you never heard that, Willie?
No, I haven't either.
You haven't? Oh, really?
Is that what she says?
You want to go knock off a piece? Is that what she says to you?
In my mind, I think she says, get off me. But what I heard is, let's knock off a piece.
Now, it looks like, by the way, the Big Lebowski 25th anniversary, it looks like AMC Theaters are going to do a special screening on April 16th.
Oh, I'm glad you updated us. Bated breath over here.
Do you not like that movie?
Oh, no, I do like that movie a lot. But
there he goes again.
Just no reason to...
I'm sorry, why don't you entertain? What have you got over there?
Reno, I was once on an airplane.
I got nothing, Tom. Tell us about a movie.
Have you ever seen The Big Lebowski, Kristi?
Of course I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be fun to go see it in a movie. Maybe we should all go.
It would be fun. Let's go. We'll field trip it.
Yeah.
Would you enjoy seeing it in the movie theater?
I saw it in a movie theater when it came out.
Well, of course you did 25 years ago, but
yeah.
what do you remember about it?
A lot.
Almost all of it.
Who'd you go see it with?
Man, I don't remember who I saw it with.
Was it a lady?
Did you wear a nice big
I don't think so.
sweater?
I was single at the time. Because I remember talking about it in college the next day. Yeah.
You had a serious discussion about The Big Lebowski?
I was at a liberal arts school, and it was a screenwriting class, so yes, we did, yeah.
Didn't that make a White Russian very popular?
It did for a long time there.
Yeah.
And bowling, I saw an uptick.
Yeah, bowling.
Really? Oh, cool.
So did...
peeing on rugs.
Yeah, that really exploded.
Have you seen The Big Lebowski, Tom?
Sure.
I don't believe you.
Why wouldn't you believe
I remember I believe you watched it maybe during eye surgery or something. You had a lot of downtime, and you're like, I'm going to watch this one.
Yeah, I did not see it when it came out. I watched it just a couple years ago.
I may go see it on the big screen. I'll just have to see what condition my condition is in.
Very nice. Do you remember who did that song?
I know the band. I know Kenny Rogers is in the band.
Oh,
Yeah. Do you remember that one, Reno?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the name of it. With Peaches and... No,
not Peaches and Herb.
No, that's right, Peaches and Herb.
I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in, kind of one of the early top 40 psychedelic tunes. Kenny Rogers and the First Edition.
First Edition.
There you go.
Yeah. Not to be confused with New Edition.
Yeah.
Kenny Rogers was not in New Edition.
Well, and then he was
Donnie, Mike, and Kenny.
And then Kenny Rogers was in the second edition.
Yeah.
And then the third edition.
Yeah.
And then the new edition.
But it can be confusing. Did you watch Saturday Night Live this week?
Of course not.
It was very good.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
They had the musical guest was Lil Baby.
Okay.
As opposed to Da Baby.
Yeah.
Or
That's a
Big
different
Baby.
guy.
I see.
So there's more than... It's very confusing.
They're going on tour this summer. It's called the daycare tour. Is that a little funny,
It's
Chick?
got
Nope.
little funny. Maybe they could have the babies open for them.
Maybe.
The babies?
It'd be Lil Baby, Da Baby, and the babies.
Babies.
Kind of a...
Boy, that'd be
The babies.
eclectic crowd.
Well, you got to find some that are still alive.
If I remember correctly, BABYS. That's how they spelled their name.
Yes.
Never cared for that.
Now it's with a Z.
Because it's IEN.
That's right. We all know it.
So
Tom is too modest to say this, Reno, but he does an incredible Kenny Rogers impersonation.
You must. It must be her.
Oh.
What you got over there?
Are you ready, Tom?
Willie,
I've
just
got
wait
it.
for this.
Yeah, you do.
boy,
Okay.
here we
Okay.
go.
Are you ready?
Okay, I think I got to wet my lips. Hang on a
Okay.
second.
You got to work up to it.
Okay, hold on. Just I got to get some water. Go.
All right. Okay.
I'm so excited.
Pause. For God's sakes, turn around.
Why did you ruin it with
Why
the
did you
pause?
say? Why did you?
Because the computers will shut off. And
Mary
I'd like to talk to the mother.
He's annoying, isn't he? He's an annoying guy.
I'll do it again the right way. Go ahead.
Can't help it.
For God's sakes.
I kind of liked the post-drink
That was so
It was like we were in a 7-Up commercial.
Thank you very much. Reno.
Yes, sir.
Once again, Reno, April 7th, Owasso, Michigan, at the Lebowski Center for the Performing Arts. Also, you're going to be at Snappers Comedy Club, March 30th through April 1st in Fort Myers, Florida.
Yes, sir.
Dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. What condition my condition was in.
They have a weird effect on the yes.
Oh, I love the groovy, Josh.
You're missing it, Reno. Josh is doing the dance they used to do on the show, Hullabaloo.
Oh, they kind of did it on Laugh-In, too.
Yeah, that kind
Just
of
sort of
like
let your
The
body
groovy,
melt with the sound.
yeah.
sort of the shindig and hullabaloo era
Yeah.
of dance. Can you imagine?
You look like one of those things out in front of a car dealership.
Yes.
with the wind blowing through it.
Yes.
Did they make a larger one of those, or is it always the slender guy?
Like a fat wavy arm man?
Yeah, the wavy arm guy.
They make a desktop. Didn't you get one for?
Yeah,
Christmas?
those are so cool.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, do they make sort of a husky one for stores that like
I think
big
all
and
it
tall?
requires a bigger fan.
Right. These are all great ideas.
Oh my God.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Reno. Enjoyed
Thanks,
your
you
country
guys.
fried
Have a
taste.
great week.
Very
Great
good
work,
as
man.
always.
See you,
Bye,
buddy.
Reno.
See
It
you,
was
pal.
great.
Okay, Kristi, what's coming up?
We're coming up with our history lesson, but we can do some other things. If you'd like to hear about the reign of worms in China.
Oh, I'd love to hear about that.
We can save
Yeah.
that for tomorrow.
Okay.
Can?
Or we
Okay.
can do that. But right now, I want to tell you that if you were listening on the Raycon earbuds, it wouldn't have cut out when you're on your walk. No, the Raycons are going to stay on. They're going to stay connected. They're going to be Bluetooth and everything. And Chick McGee turned me onto the Raycons. Tell me more.
I did, Tom. I did the legwork on the Raycons. You're exactly right. I found them when no one else knew about Raycons. They're premium audio at the perfect price point. You can build great habits without breaking the bank. You're looking for a pair of everyday earbuds, maybe low latency gaming headphones, or that speaker with a battery that'll last all night at your next party. Raycons got you covered. And Raycons start at around half the price of other premium audio brands. And they also have 3 customizable sound profiles with the Raycons, earbud tap functions, noise isolation, and awareness modes. And they come in all the colors, red, white, blue, black. That's right. Ready to buy something small with a big impact? Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today to get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom, 15% off your Raycons. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
That thing right behind Chick McGee is a beautiful, beautiful Yeti cooler. And that thing is a gorgeous king crab orange. The 45 Tundra Yeti cooler. And it's from orangeinsoles.com. You could win that baby. Also, while we're at it, you could win, courtesy of Papa Shot, the Home Dual Papa Shot game. This would be perfect for every living room, or maybe in your basement. But you could win that baby. Just check it out and go to bobandtom.com/contest. We'd love to hear from you and give that to you. When we come back, it's going to be the enlightening part of our show, as if each section isn't enlightening. A little bit of history for you. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Let's see. That's Bob. I'm Tom. Chick McGee's over there at the Quality Drivers Sports Desk. Kristi Lee, future truck driver.
That's me, baby. I'm going to be driving the big rigs.
We're going to get Kristi over to Quality Drivers and learn how to drive the big rigs. Comedian Justin Willman has joined us in the studio.
Hello.
You may have seen him on Ellen. You may have been at the White House when he was there.
It's amazing.
He's here in the studio.
I was being dragged out of the White House when he was there.
Were you wearing a
I
cape?
wasn't supposed to be there.
I was not.
Did you ever buy a cape? You ever had? Did you ever?
Gotta have a cape.
Oh man,
No cape. How
It's
about
a little
top?
on the nose for me. Like
Top hat?
A top hat. I do own some top hats,
Okay.
but I'm trying to help shed
Magic
that,
wand? Do you have a
shed
magic
that
wand?
image.
Magic wand?
I don't have a magic wand.
The tuxedo and the cape is traditional.
Those are the. I thought they're required accoutrement for a musician.
Magician.
And a musician as well. But I had that phase. We were talking about Lance Burton off the air. I had that Lance Burton phase where I would put that tuxedo on and make doves appear. But there's something about like when you're 14 and owning a tuxedo that just doesn't seem right.
You have to take care of the doves too.
And the doves, yeah.
A lot of work when you're 14.
You know what doves eat? Dove chow.
Dove chow. Purina Dove chow.
Purina Dove chow. I'm sure they do.
I'm sure they make it.
Now, you were a longtime host on television of Cupcake Wars. Which is now on Netflix.
It is.
Is
it
it?
is. The war rages on now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
9 years of production on the Food Network.
9 years. That might be America's longest war.
But you're a very slender man, so you never ate a cupcake.
Diabetes won the war, sadly, in the end.
Now, it's my understanding we're going to try to do another magic trick on the radio.
That is, your understanding is correct.
Since we don't know what you're going to do. Is this the kind we can do?
I thought this would be interesting for the listeners. This is a lucky die I have. I'll show, and we're filming this, so if they wanted to watch it later on,
It's a pretty big
stream,
die.
they could.
Half of
1 through
paradise.
6. Do you want to hand that to Bob down there?
To me? Oh, all right.
Let me tell you. There's something strange about this.
Does that feel weird, Chick?
No, not at all, actually.
This feels like a regular die.
So, Bob, think of a number from 1 to 6. Don't say it, but turn it so that number's up, and then put your hand on the die.
Okay.
And tell me when you got a number that you like.
My hand
in there.
My hand is on the die.
Hands on the die, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So it's a number from 1 to 6. I want you just to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, monotone. And then we'll see if I can pick it up in your voice. Maybe the listeners will hear it as well. Just a tell, if you will.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow, it was subtle. It was subtle. I'm going to say, because, that was funny, but I think the number you sped through was 2. I think it was 2. Is it 2?
It's 2.
It is 2. Okay. Because he went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is kind of a misdirect. Now maybe that was
Warlock!
He's a warlock.
Okay, how the hell that
hurt him?
How did he do that?
You could try it again, but it gets harder every time because you get very self-aware of your voice.
That's a good trick. That's a nice trick.
It's a little psychological.
Here, you do it
thing.
with Chick?
That's a gorgeous piece. That's a gorgeous piece of business.
Wow,
gorgeous.
Now what do I do?
What do I do? I'm going to look away. Think of a number from 1 to 6. Turn it so that number's up. Put your hand on it.
Okay.
Kristi's watching me.
And put
very
my
closely
hand
right
on
now.
it.
She's on to me. She's like, "Where?
Okay,
no
got
cheating.
my-
Is
got
he
my
looking
hand
in a
on it.
mirror?
I'm not cheating.
Your hands on it.
My hands on it, baby.
Okay, I'm going to turn your way now. Is that all right?
Okay.
Go now ahead. You have to
say 1 through 6. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh gosh. Okay. See, that was your radio voice was very good. Go
Yes,
backwards.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5. Is it 5? I felt something with 5. Please tell me it's 5. It'd be
Is it
embarrassing
5?
if it's not. Zoom in. It's 5.
Okay, that's the greatest trick I've ever seen. We're hanging out with...
He's God. That's who that is.
We're hanging out with Justin
You're
Willman.
God.
We're doing...
Wedding vows didn't include a vow of chastity, but you're not going to see any action unless you act now. So pick up the phone and order the I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet right now. That's the I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I order you some flowers bouquet. With one phone call, you can cover your ass and get some ass. It's a win-win. Call now, because when Cupid shoots his arrow on February 14th, you won't be shooting anything unless you get her some flowers.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
The man in the studio with us is comedian Greg Hahn. You ever driven in a Corvette? What do you
I'm a little bit tall for the Vet.
Are you really?
It's a
Right.
big car.
Yeah.
Put the seat back.
There's an idea. Yeah.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'4". Yeah. I got a huge SUV. I just look at the rear view thinking I got to get some friends. Rows and rows of seats, nobody in them. I just go from gas station to gas station.
Hey, want to ride?
Yeah.
Tell them about your 3-point plan for success, Greg.
What is that? Where I bought the car is too expensive?
Right.
My house is too expensive?
Right.
Knock up a fat girl. How about it?
Yes, sir. Mr.
Check me out.
Success. That's Greg Hahn.
Comedian Alan Havey joins us. What else is on your mind? What are you talking about these days?
My girlfriend wants to have kids now, and I don't want kids. You know, kids are spoiled today. I don't know what happened. I guess children had a major coup about 12 years ago, spoiled little bastards. When a kid's bad, what do they tell them now?
No, time out.
Time out. What the hell is that?
Time out.
Yeah, I had time out when I was a kid. I'd wake up and go, what happened?
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's a good day's work.
Details online.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hey, chick.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Hello, Willie.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom.
Looking extra handsome today.
I appreciate that.
I was talking to Ace.
Oh,
thank you very much. As always.
Did you say as always?
He loves
What
it.
a load of hot.
Ace, you're a handsome man.
Thank you, Chick. That was not me. You're not hideous. That's the best I can say. How's that?
Okay. I think we should.
You're not head turning.
You're not hideous.
I think we should squeeze out the worm story because it's so weird.
Residents from the Chinese Provence?
Oh.
They moved to France.
Very nice. Well, it's a very nice Provence.
Yeah. Residents from the Chinese province of Liaoning, whatever, reportedly are asked to be carrying umbrellas as the region is dealing with worms raining from the sky.
What is happening over there?
A viral clip shows cars and roadways in the area.
See, Josh, it went viral. They're viral again.
Splattered with worms. While it's unclear what caused the phenomenon, Mother Nature Network suggests the creatures were dropped after being swept up by heavy winds. I guess it's not without precedent. In 2015, several hundred earthworms rained down on the mountains in Norway. It was believed they were lifted from the ground by upcurrents of wind, possibly a tornado. Can you imagine?
Yeah. There are documented cases of it raining frogs, right?
Yeah, there are. Yes,
Yeah,
for in the same way.
They get picked up in some kind of a air thing, and then wow,
isn't that something? I think I'd rather have frogs than worms.
Would you?
Yeah, I think so.
Not if you're a bird.
You're right.
Yeah,
if I were a bird, I'd prefer it to rain worms.
I'm not going to get up early today. I don't know if you heard about it. It's raining worms.
Yeah, all birds.
I'll sleep in and then just get my pick.
Hey, good morning. It's going to be a little cloudy out there today. Watch for those worms raining from the sky.
Take an umbrella.
Yeah, you might want to catch some of those worms if you're going fishing this
I was
weekend.
hoping it was raining men.
Do you ever dig up your own worms for fishing, Kristi?
Heck yeah. We were kids once.
And then squirming away as you
Yeah.
stick that hook through.
I don't mind that.
I don't either.
That's kind of something nice about it. Isn't it terrible?
Oh, you find it kind of sexual?
Yeah.
No, kind of not sexual.
But satisfying?
Kind of
weird.
like,
You know, the idea is to put the anus, you put the hook in the anus, and then you kind of
is
thread it
that
through as
little
opposed
roundy
to...
part that's kind of in the
It's at
worm?
the end, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you do that with worms too? Cool. Good to know.
I know how to bait a hook, my friends.
Okay.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Really?
I'm not going.
You're a masturbator, are you?
I do have some spinnerbaits. Yes,
You're an expert in making.
He set you up to see
bait.
Crankbait.
He's a master of bait.
Crankbait. Huh? A crank masturbator.
Okay, great.
Tom, what's happening in history?
I don't know. What day is today?
March 20th.
20th.
It's the first day of spring.
Okay. Oh, here we go. 1930. KFC, founded by Colonel
Harland Sanders.
Harland Sanders.
Harland?
Yes.
Nope, I think you're wrong.
Well, there's a D at the end.
I think you're reading it wrong.
Okay.
Clearly a typo.
Let's see now.
And I think it's Harlan Sander.
Also wrong.
Double singular.
1982, the Joan Jett version of the song "I Love Rock and Roll" topped the pop charts.
Could you be more distasteful?
No.
I just right.
Oh, it got a bad taste in your mouth?
No. I just want to make. I was trying to make the distinction between the writer of the song and the performer of the famous version of it.
That song's better. That's why it was a bigger hit.
I know. I'm not in any way disparaging.
Who did it
Ms.
first?
Jett.
I'm surrounded by Joan Jett fans. What do I do?
Oh, she's awesome.
She doesn't want to make you throw another dime in the jukebox, baby?
Come on.
That song,
she does.
inflation has really showed that the jukebox now it's like $2.
I know, right?
She's too butch for me. She scares me.
You know, and you're not her type either.
You don't think so?
I'm proud to say she kind of hit on me once.
Hell yeah.
Did she really? Wow.
Nice compliment.
Yeah, in Georgia.
That is a nice
Okay,
compliment.
let's see now.
There's no way to check on that. So.
Well, okay.
You could have broke your cherry bomb. That's a Runaways joke.
It was good.
I got it.
I have to sneeze. Go ahead. Keep doing the runaway stuff.
You like the Runaways material? There's a good movie. It was Kristen Stewart and
That is a good movie.
Scout Taylor Compton.
Here we go. I'm sorry.
Stinks on
Happy birthday to the late Carl Reiner.
Oh, he's good.
Oh, the best. He great comedic actor. I always loved him in the Dick Van Dyke Show.
He's great. He's awesome, yeah.
With and without the wig, he was great. Fred Rogers, born in this date in 1928.
Oh. By all accounts, a monster.
No, by no accounts.
What is wrong with you?
I don't want to be your neighbor, Fred. How about that?
Thank you.
I don't trust your cardigan, pal.
A lot of birthdays of the deceased.
Let's change our shoes now.
Like a true psychopath. DNA evidence.
Wasn't around.
Who knows what he was up to? Fred Rogers.
I'm afraid to keep reading, Pat. They're saying horrible things about great people. Happy birthday, the late great William Hurt, broadcast news, body heat, great actor.
He was a great actor. History of Violence. He's great in that.
Yeah. Let's
He's in
see
the
how.
Big Chill. He's in the
He
Big
is
Chill.
in the Big
Yeah,
Chill,
I just watched that recently.
Spike Lee, born in this date in 1957.
Oh, Reggie Miller hates him.
I think the
Real name Harlan Sanders.
And the rest of the stuff in this day just gets sadder and sadder.
Give us the saddest
part of history.
The absolute saddest one.
Yeah, cancer. What do you got over there?
What am I working with? Auschwitz?
Hit me with it.
What do you got?
That's just camp.
Very sad.
Tom, what did we learn on today's show?
We learned on today's show Tom had trouble finding True TV.
No, I found that.
At the house he's currently living in. And after he found it, he was cut off because he didn't subscribe properly.
And let's not forget the house he's living in currently. Radios don't work there.
Right,
Radio Free Griswold.
It's that house and the island from Lost. Somehow.
The radio will not work at the house he's in.
I don't know, Kristi. I set up a radio. I have an antenna.
I had to go to a storage unit to pick up the radio. You forget that part of it.
The game was over by then, but
it's no wonder he doesn't have any time. He's so busy. He's going to storage units.
Why didn't you just sit in the car in the driveway?
Effing with the TV. You could have found it on your satellite radio if you looked. Real
things are, boy.
Kristi saw a sloth over the weekend.
I did.
Yeah, the big
Isn't that something?
Big damn deal.
And a sloth.
This sloth did not bite me. Like
some teenager who'd always wanted to see a sloth was bitten by one.
Yeah.
Good.
Talk about quick reaction time.
Pat Godwin left the different sink running this time, the one in the green room, not the one in the toilet.
You're nuts.
It's true. It's true.
No, he was washing a glass.
You know he's up in the sink
Like
in our
potatoes.
bathroom washing his balls.
No, he was
is.
not.
A scrub here, and a brush down.
It makes my voice sound better.
I'm in the theater.
Have you ever dyed your hair in this building?
No.
Okay.
And by the way,
Not
if
yet.
you can't understand many things on our show, you really won't understand this. Tom has a checklist for new homeowners that he shares with them.
What is it?
A friend of mine bought a house for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
So he thought he'd write a 3-page
Here you go.
checklist of things homeowners should do.
My gosh.
Yeah,
getting that.
here you go.
Do not envy the people you
No
give
need
advice
to
to.
thank me.
And again, as I was reminded, even an all-electric house, you need a CO2 detector if you have an attached garage.
No, you need a carbon monoxide
I'm sorry,
detector.
what did I say?
CO2.
Oh, sorry.
Carbon dioxide.
Thank you.
We kind of need carbon dioxide. It's
Carbon monoxide, sorry. Excuse me. The point is, I did a nice little list for them of
No one's hearing you.
where's the water
We'll
shut
try
off.
to do better tomorrow.
The important things that you need to know if you're a homeowner.
We're done.
I'm surprised to check your mortgage company hasn't come over besides A, repossessing it.
No need for
and B,
name
giving you my checklist. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.